Send the nudes.
Like, fam, I make millions and millions of dollars a year. I go out and I go crazy for the family. I go crazy for the family, bro.
I would allow Steph Curry if he cheated.
Maybe
on her specifically.
On her.
Oh, I thought you were saying if you're with him.
And listen, I'm gonna get very controversial. Okay, you might want to back out of this because I'm gonna get racy on you right here.
Do it.
Is it a light-skinned girl thing? Right. So you put in the D in the DJ.
Crazy.
Pause.
Yo, crazy.
I will say in his defense, he does need Drake for Canada. So can we all find one nice thing to say about Aubrey Drake Graham, about him, just period, man?
Every time I listen to Marvin's Room, he made me take care of myself, dog. All I needed was one dance, and then I seen the views.
On you.
City will be on fire.
Yes.
I'm gonna go drop the audio this week then.
Yeah.
Yo, we love hip hop. Yo, listen.
You know what it is? It's like we don't realize it, but our nervous system is so overstimulated by those environments, like the lighting, the loud music, like the dealing with people.
Yeah.
That like when you're off, like you want to sleep.
So okay, and
Are we starting?
We're recording. The record button is on.
Yes.
When you come out of like that kind of lighting, right? When you're in there for like mad hours, like how does your sensors, like how do your sensories deal with it when you come out into the light, bro?
Well,
like even in the nighttime.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. First, I just I get out of there. It's when I get into my car and I go, that's when it all hits you, you know? And that's more so with weddings than at the Scrippy, but I feel like the Scrippy, you don't realize it as much. It's more like compounded. Like it's like an added effect. And if you're there like 4 days, I was there like 6 days in a row working. That's when I felt it the most, bro. Like
you're in a dream.
I was floating.
And when you're DJing a club and like it's high energy, everything's lit, music's loud, everything's crazy. And then like after it's done, when you're in your car, it's such a huge juxtaposition.
Yeah.
In the sense of like you're going from one extreme to the next.
Yeah.
And then like sometimes you just like drive home in silence, you know what I mean? Because it's just like
no music.
No, literally it's like, yo, I just had music blasting for the last 5 hours. I want to go on easy right now.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
And you know what's crazy? The contrast between like having a packed show and like you're killing it, everyone's excited, you're like replaying the memories, and you get into your car, like I don't want to say it's depressing.
But is it going home alone?
You're going home alone, you're like hugging your pillow, like, yo, especially weddings where it's like all about love. But the problem is at the Scrippy, when it's a dead night, you don't get that feeling of like, wow, I just killed it. You're like, wow, that was ass. You know what I'm saying?
Like, even when you do like the clubs and it's lit, it's like, yo, an hour ago, I was the man in there. And then now I'm just alone in my room. You know what I mean?
Adrenaline
Like,
dump.
Literally.
Yeah, you go from the man to a man. Yeah, but I find that the weddings, like that's when you get hit with the loneliness, because like it's all about love. You see the friggin' father-daughter dance, mother-son, all these speeches. It's just love, love, love. Everyone is like looking good, and then you go home and you're like, damn, I need to get married. Like, what am I saying? You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
am so lonely. You're hearing this on the way home?
in my head. It's not, I'm not playing no music. Real talk.
I'm on my own.
You're just replaying all the sick transitions and people like hailing you. You're replaying like everyone's celebrating you, and you're just like this.
That's Czar up this DBP.
Yo.
One teardrop, one thug tear.
You start hitting up your own child. He's like, what are you saying right now?
It's 2:30. No one's awake.
This guy's texting and driving and shit. Holy.
Would you ever feel that after like a rap show, or not really?
Not really. not at the level I was at, because I never had like thousands of people in front of me going crazy, and then had that adrenaline. It's like the rap shows I did had like maybe like 50, 60 people. People are coming in and out of the building while you're rapping and shit.
Okay, maybe you could relate to this, but now like when I live stream outside. But and when I was in Montreal, I used to live stream like from my crib.
Yeah.
And because I'm DJing, like it would be crazy. Like, I'm shelling tunes, but like the energy is high. And then as soon as I turn the live stream off, it's just like dead silence in the crib. And it's like, it's a jump from like high energy, high adrenaline to just done. You know what I mean? So is it the same when you're live streaming and like
I do relate to that. So
You know?
a bit, not to the same degree with the music and stuff, but like after like doing especially like a 3-4 hour stream, and I feel like I'm yelling a lot of times when I'm streaming. Like I get pissed off a lot. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I press end of the stream, I'm like my brain like feels like it just cools off.
you know,
Bro.
facts?
You know what I'm saying?
What about before you stream? Like
I'm always nervous.
I was about to say me too. Like
Really?
sometimes it takes me like a 10-15 minutes just to hit the go live button, you know, because like I know it's so taxing and takes so much energy, you know, to entertain people who aren't in the same room as you, who are like on the other side of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It does take a lot, and like especially if you're live streaming by yourself, you're a one-man show.
You can't be boring when you're live streaming. You gotta keep the dead air going. You gotta keep talking. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know this. We've been live streaming before. We're like
Man.
talking. We're like teaching this guy or something.
The one I remember, I did a couple of YouTube live streams, and I was just like, "Damn, how does Friday do this?" Because like you're making up things on the spot, like you're doing a report without the teleprompter, essentially, and you're trying to interact with the chat. I do think like once you've accumulated like fan base and they're interacting, it helps.
Yeah.
But when you're doing it for like 2-3 people and you're like just carrying it, you're like, hey.
You know, there's certain people from Toronto who I see on live every day, 24 hours a day. There's like 5 people in there, 6. I'm like, bro, just give it up, dog. Just go get a job. It's fine. Like you've been doing this for a year straight. You can't pass 15 views. Like it's fine to just work a 9 to 5.
But when should you hang it up? Because a lot of people would counter that argument by saying, "Oh, you got to go through that phase to get through to the success." So
hold on one second.
Yeah.
Keep on.
Yeah, when should people hang it up? Like, how long of a grace period of poor viewership or lack of engagement should you go through?
Okay, but how much viewers are viewing to like be like, okay, this is low? Like you only have like 10 viewers.
Double digits.
No,
Okay.
not even, bro. The person who I'm talking about, every time I click his live stream, there's literally like 3 to 7 people in there, bro.
Damn.
And it's been at least a year and a half now. So I feel like at this point, it's kind of insane to keep doing the same thing over and over. And there's no results coming from it.
I wouldn't say quit, but switch something up.
Yeah, I'll say that.
You got to switch something up. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's hard to be like quit. Because I've heard so many stories of people that they started and they used to have like 10 viewers on their videos or on their live streams, and then they started doing this kind of commentary instead, and then they caught this one piece of viral content, and then they took off. Like I've watched mad internet anarchist videos on people like this. You know what I'm saying?
No, even Smoke Ash, the TikTok creator, he told me he was trying to be a rapper. And he was investing all of this into it, putting money into his image and everything, and it wasn't working. But the moment he did a comedy skit, it hit right away.
Yeah.
So do you think the algorithm will kind of boost you quickly if that's what you're meant to do?
Yeah. If it's not the algorithm, it's also you. Like you found what you do. You know what I'm saying? You're most comfortable the way you're doing it. The crowd that's watching it, the audience that's watching it is like, I like this content. You know what I'm saying? So then that helps the algorithm to get to push the content.
I feel like there's more power in the algorithm. Like, what if the algorithm just didn't want to push your A content, but your B content is what they feel like will garner more engagement?
I think it's the algorithm responds to the audience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the audience will always tell you what they rock with based on how they engage.
Yeah.
You know, because even with me, I first started when I was on TikTok, I tried to do like the comedy stuff, the trends and stuff, and it was not working, you know? But then when I started doing the DJ videos, because that's what I'm most comfortable with, that's what like I do, I was able to shine that way. And then the audience is like, oh, I rock with this.
They
And
reciprocate.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're like, and then they watch it for longer.
Exactly.
They're like, yo, I enjoy this content that this guy is doing. You know what I'm saying? It's also like the thing that you're good at, like you just mentioned, right? Like there's sometimes people who they're not that good at rapping, but they're putting out a lot of raps and they're doing all of the things, they're doing all of the work behind the scenes and whatever, but people just don't like their raps like that. But then they do some other piece of content and they're like, yo, I like that person's personality, and they watch that instead. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, well, maybe I don't now continue to start making raps. Do that thing that the people liked.
So you're saying there should be like a 1-year grace period before you pivot?
I said It depends on the person, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to do this for the rest of your life and like you don't really care, you know what I mean? If you enjoy it, then like by all means go crazy. But if you are trying to find success, I'd say maybe like 3 years.
And you'll be surprised what you enjoy instead. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to have this whole thing like, I'm going to be a rapper. It's in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wake up and I think of rhymes when I'm at a club and there's a hot beat playing. Now rhymes start formulating in my head. Like, that's real rapper shit. I'm going to be a rapper forever. Until I started podcasting and getting the enjoyment and all out of that and the reciprocated audience out of that. And I was like, I don't feel like rapping anymore. Does it mean I wasn't a real rapper, or I just started feeling like the vibe coming from something else?
And a lot of people aren't realistic with themselves. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have any delusion, you know, because you should obviously dream big and go for the goals that you want.
Yeah.
But imagine if Joe Budden never started podcasting. You know what I mean? Like, he's always wanted to be a radio broadcaster. But like, what if he just kept the delusion like, oh, I'm going to make it to be Drake one day. I'm going to make it to that #1 spot one day.
Yeah.
You know? And
yeah. And I don't think people should mistake their passion for their gift. Like you were passionate about rapping. You know, I'm passionate about playing basketball.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to make it to the NBA.
Might not be my gift.
Yeah. So I feel like God, or you know, the universe, whatever you want to call it, everyone has like a dedicated gift that they're going to give to the world.
Yeah.
And I think the earlier you can find that, the better chance you have of success. And some people's passion and their gift happen to overlap sometimes.
Yes.
You know?
Then that's when you get like the Lil Waynes and
the Kobe Bryants,
the Kobe Bryants and all these different people. But yeah, listen, I got a pre-topic for us. And I feel that this is right up your alley because you mentioned this last week and I seen you're passionate about it. I want to know, does Steph need to have the talk with Ayesha?
Give her the boot.
Okay? Not a talk, the talk. Okay? Because this content's been moving around here.
I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Did you talk to Steph about it?
He tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true. So why? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why? It doesn't make you feel like that. It's not real. After we got married,
Okay. That's one clip that's going around. She was on the Call Me Daddy podcast.
What was she even trying to say there?
She didn't want to get married and have like youths. Like she had her own thing going on and she got a...
Oh, she was focused on her little career?
Yeah, and he locked her down.
She's been going on this press run and she keeps like highlighting the fact that, you know, her and Steph aren't what it seems in a sense. Like she was like, she expected him to be a high school basketball coach and she was going to be the breadwinner. She was going to be like the star of the relationship. Like, you know who Kwame Brown is?
Yes.
He has like a YouTube channel. It's actually sick. And he was talking about how when they were playing on the same team, it was like a group full of the dudes and Ayesha Curry was the only like wife that was like trying to kick it with them and like trying to be like the it girl, you know? Like it's almost like she doesn't want to claim her place as just a basketball wife.
She doesn't want to play her role.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Zara's wildin'. That's Zarly Kirk right there. Are you crazy?
Zarly Kirk.
Are you creating the flesh?
Play her place. Hold on. Feminists in the building. I gotta put some flags on the play for the feminists.
Let's do it.
You know what? Take what, her place in the kitchen, barefoot, pregnant? Like, what are we talking about here?
Her place is just a wife of one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Like, you're not the star of the show.
Okay. But she can't have her own. And listen, this is just, you know, I got my blue hair wig on right now, okay? and you know, septum ring in, you know, she can't have her own dreams and aspirations, though.
She can, just don't like publicly bash your husband who's funding your friggin' juice bar or whatever you're doing.
Juice bar, it's crazy.
Your soap line, whatever bullshit business you're trying to do.
What does she have? Because this is why I said, Zar, take the runway.
This should be a prime example of why Toronto Tings
deserve less.
Yes. Because yo, she bagged one of the greatest NBA NBA players of all time, the greatest shooter of all time for sure. And
Changed
she's
the game.
still not happy. And like,
No, imagine like you're married to one of the greatest people on earth, and you say, to be honest, I didn't even want to get married like that for real.
I barely liked him on the first date. Like he was whatever. Like I thought maybe he could be like my basketball coach husband and I could be the breadwinner. Like she keeps kind of like undermining him.
Oh man.
And I think it's because she still wants to be the star.
But like a lot of people in general have main character syndrome.
Yes.
Where they feel like because everyone's life is a movie. Let's say everyone's life is their own movie. You know what I mean? So in her movie, she's the star, and Steph Curry is just like some side character that popped in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That won a bunch of NBA championships. Literally, like we only know her because of Steph Curry, and she also complains that she doesn't get male attention anymore.
Hold on, I got something for you. Because this is courtesy of the Shot Clock, right? They put together a reel of a bunch of different stuff. So this is the Call Me Daddy one that I played before, but there's this one here.
Just right that day. And so I was like, let me just snap this photo
Oh
and
my
send a picture of my
goodness.
feet. So I always
this
say,
when
like,
she
when he
did
says
this?
to send nudes, like, that's what he's getting, a picture of my bare feet.
Oh,
Turn into a whole...
There's another scene, I think it's from this show, where like they invite some male server who's like shirtless, and then she's like pretending to take off her ring.
Bro, these kind of shotties are so annoying. Like, oh, I'm so funny. I'm comical. Like, yo, if your man's telling you to send nudes, like, just send your, you know what I mean? Like, just
send the nudes.
Like, fam, I make millions and millions of dollars a year. I go out and I go crazy for the family. I go crazy for the family, bro.
No, but here's the thing.
Dropping 40, like.
Here's the thing, right? You know, I'm gonna be jokey. I'm just gonna send you like feet with my jeans and whatever, but don't cheat. All those
Literally.
girls who are throwing themselves at you in the locker room or outside of the stadium, say no. But I'm gonna diss you every time I see you. Every time I get on TV, I'm gonna diss you. But say no to them bitches.
Imagine you're at an away game. You're on the other side of the country.
Yeah.
There's things knocking on the door. You're ignoring them. Like, yo, you know what? I want to get my rocks off. Maybe just message my shawty. Get it going, yo, babe. Send me some news real quick. There's jeans and toes and like five. Like, I don't have a foot fetish. Why are you sending me this?
I would allow Steph Curry if he cheated.
Maybe
on
he
her
is.
specifically.
On her.
Oh, I thought you were saying if you're with him.
Oh, I think
no,
I got
but
one.
like morally, I don't know. I definitely chill. I just feel like the way she's treating him in public is kind of, it looks bad on you. Like your woman is a reflection of you, right? Especially when you're a powerful, like high status dude like Steph Curry.
Hold on, high value man.
High value man, exactly. You know, like multi-millionaire, one of the greatest NBA players of all time. Don't you want like your girl to just like, and same with Dwayne Wade, like we see this a lot. Like LeBron James, at least his wife, like
she has her on manas.
Super manas. Like she doesn't even say anything about like the fact that he smashes girls in Toronto every year.
But I think it works both ways too, because sometimes you could tell when LeBron gets checked. Like when LeBron put up to Kai's stream with the family, you could tell Savannah's like, you ain't going over there without us, though.
Yeah. She does have. She has them on what they call a short leash.
Exactly.
And I hate using these terms because I would hate if a woman was saying, I got him on a short leash.
But it's behind closed doors.
Exactly. She doesn't embarrass him publicly.
Yeah.
I do feel like what a lot of women need to do before they speak, just be like, is this going to affect my man in any way, though? Is what I'm about to say, will that change their perspective of our relationship? Would that change their perspective of how people view him?
Yeah.
Even Jada Pinkett Smith, every time she opens her mouth, like Tupac's sperm is like jumping out, bro.
Yeah.
You see, like the ghost of Pac.
California. Yo, she really, you could honestly say she single-handedly ruined Will Smith's career. Like she contributed to most of it, but I think her embarrassing him and lowering his status, because that's how other men are going to perceive you. It's like how your wife is. If your wife is like staring at me, looking like she wants to smash, looking like she wants to be saved, you know, I'm going to look at you different.
And listen, I'm going to get very controversial. Okay. You might want to back out of this because I'm going to get racy on you right here.
Do it.
Is it a light-skinned girl thing?
I was gonna say that, you know,
Because I feel like all of these women, one thing they have in common is there's some awesome light-skinned girls with some nice little pretty eyes or whatever, and they all emasculated all of these men. All of the examples you guys just named, Will Smith, Steph Curry, all these different people are all emasculated by their, little light, bright woman.
I would say, well, based off my experience with light-skinned women, it's what I said before, main character syndrome.
Character syndrome.
Bro, and a lot of them are Disney princesses, you know what I mean? But like, that's how the world treats a lot of them, you know what I mean? Like, they think that they're actually the princess that gets like, the prince at the end of the movie. And like, yes, you go out, you make millions of dollars, but I'm still the main thing. Like, like you make that money for me type thing. Like, to her, Steph Curry's just an employee.
Yeah.
I hear that.
He's an accessory.
I think it's very rooted in history because they had like a different status from like full black people. And then they were also seen by white people as like this accessory, this like prized possession. So if you were like mulatto, like half, you were one status. Then if you were a quarter, it was different. Then if you were an eighth, it was different, you know? So maybe that's rooted in their psyche somehow.
These are real like house Negro mentality type things.
You said it.
Roots. No, it goes back though. You know what I'm saying?
But that's actually
they wouldn't
a good
have
point.
to work. They wouldn't have to work the fields. Like they were almost used as like an accessory for the white man in a sense, but also like they were glorified by full black people as well. Like they hold a different status, and I feel like a lot of them have that main character complex. I dated a mixed girl for like a few years, and like she definitely emasculated me a couple times. Still, like it wasn't public, but it was definitely like in the crib saying some ish, and I was like, damn, like would an Arab girl have said this to me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now I've had a light skin TikTok, oh, you're not a man, all this next crazy things. I'm like, yo, who you talking? Like the stuff you're asking me for, you don't even have. And this is like when I'm like 20, 21 years old. Because I'm not rich, I'm not a man. Like, relax.
Yeah, dude, listen, I know it sounds sometimes what they call divisive and stuff like that, but like a lot of points are being made here, fam. And I look at the correlation of all of these super ultra famous guys who should, for lack of a better terms, have their woman in check, you know what I'm saying? Or at least have a woman who's like holding them down, not embarrassing them publicly, right? And I just see a bunch of light-skinned chicks.
But do you feel like Steph Curry is kind of like his hands are tied because like if he divorces her, she's gonna get so much money every month. They have like multiple children, right? So it's cheaper to keep her. And it's also like he doesn't want to be combative in public. He himself is also light-skinned. So maybe that affects how he deals with it. And he's also a Christian, so he probably doesn't want to move unrighteously in that sense.
I'll give him this. He does the least amount of talking out of the other examples that you mentioned.
No, I feel like he saves his brand where like the Will Smiths, the D Wades, the other one, like they kind of like ruined their brands by playing too much into it.
Like we're being defensive almost.
Yeah.
Like, and then Steph, he fends his woman when he needs to, but like he doesn't do too much, like
he barely talks, bro.
And I feel like he genuinely loves her, you know what I mean? But he just lets her do her thing, like.
Yeah. No, man, I just wanted to put that on the table there for you. I saw that floating around on these internets, and I was like, it sounds like a DJ song.
Okay, so I have a question. So let's say, I mean, obviously it's not an exclusively light-skinned phenomena. We see Lana the Plug, Armenian. You know what I'm saying? Like she embarrasses Adam 24/7.
Does she embarrass Adam? Or does Adam embarrass himself?
No, like it started off like he had her on a manas, and then like it slowly got a little more violationary. You know?
Yeah.
But what I will say is, what type of woman would Steph Curry, like, should Steph Curry have got if it's not like a light-skinned girl? Like, should he have just got like a little white girl? Should he get like some dark-skinned black girl? Should he get like a Latina passport bro type situation?
Passport bro. I would say, maybe get a dark-skinned girl. Maybe she would have treated him different. This is just me speculating because I don't want to say go outside of your race because then all the FBAs are going to jump on my head. You know what I'm saying? But if you wanted to stay in his race, then try, a little dark skin thing from friggin' the South.
To be honest, as much as we just bashed her, I kind of feel like due to their personalities, they kind of work together. You know what I mean? Like the whole opposites attract type thing. Like the yapper has to be with the quiet bro, like
Makes sense.
I will say this. I think Asian women hold it down the most in public relationships. We don't hear nothing from Mark Zuckerberg's wife ever.
I was going to say, look at Gina Hill.
I was just about to say, Jeezy's wife or ex-wife.
Oh, she
started talking because I'm pretty sure she couldn't deal with the infidelity.
I don't know if that was the case. I think she.
I think she was I think she thought she was the star of that relationship.
Yeah, she had the main character syndrome in that one.
So you can't have two stars in one relationship. There has to be one star and one co-star.
Yeah, because remember Ayesha Curry, like she was doing her own thing before that, right? She was like
doing what?
Wasn't she like an R&B singer or some shit like that? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
No, I don't think so.
But she was just a Markham shorty, bro.
I don't know, man. I'm so not tapped in, but I just every time I see clips of her, she's shitting on her man. So I was just like, I need to bring this up, man. But yo, let's
salute to Steph, man. Yeah. Keep your head up.
Yeah, man. You know, pray for Steph, man. Let's start this shit off here. Let me see if I can get some music going here for us here.
Another day, another dollar.
Yeah, all right.
I heard you're sending him commissary.
Going nowhere. We can't be stopped now.
Stevie J wrote that.
Off the Baby.O.L, bro. Oh, man.
Your boy.
I'll take it.
Nah, free him. Free that
guy. free the dogs, man. Let's get into it, man. We are Box, the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm the host of the most toast, Friday Ricky Dread, aka No Baby Oil Rick, aka we back at it, man. We back at it over here. Episode 619, B3 Studios. We have the Turkish Thrill.
Man.
All right, you might see him on the late nights, on the drive after the Scrippy.
Lonely.
Pissed. Mr. Cheeseburger in the building.
Yes. All right.
DJs are in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DJs are, aka Burrow Sound, aka Young Shawarma, aka Cheeseburger, aka Zarly Kirk. Back at it like a crack addict.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What do y'all saying?
We good, man. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes,
welcome
sir.
back. And you might see him over I don't know where I be seeing this guy all over the place.
Everywhere.
This guy finds a way to hook up a DJ booth. This guy can hook up a DJ booth in Alaska out of snowstorm and get the content done. All right.
No power source.
No power sources. All right. You might see him in the middle of the field in some kind of country land. DJ booth in front of him, same way. All right. All right. So you put in the D in the DJ.
Crazy.
Pause.
Yo, crazy.
Yo.
Put the D in the DJ. That is hilarious.
Where's my sound effect?
Oh,
he puts the disc in disc jockey. Is that what you're saying?
Let me just introduce this guy. DJ Natural Babe in the motherfucking building.
You already know.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Mr. Get the content done anywhere, anytime. You already know.
Yo,
I was gonna say thank y'all for having me again. You know what I mean? But
no, you're here, bro.
Cemented, stamped.
Putting the D in DJ is crazy.
I'm sorry, man.
Unless if it's, I was about to shout.
Hey, yo, chill.
There's a few shouty DJs. I'll put the D in still. You know, they're out here. Still.
Talk about it.
We're not gonna call
the D in there,
though.
Jay.
Well, listen. Welcome back, gentlemen. Salute to Dusty Wallace. All right, he's out for the week. He'll be back again next week. I feel like I say this every other week.
Now y'all bullied him because he made that Vybz Kartel take.
Oh,
so he's like, yo, I'm not even forwarded over there.
No,
I'm playing him.
And then salute to that gentleman right there. I'm actually going to play that clip at some point today.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But salute to Dusty Wallace. He'll be back just now.
Nah, Broski went viral.
We ain't Melissa Fording him like the Joe Button podcast again. You know what I'm saying? But before we get into it, I want to salute to the sponsors. Starting with Diamond Club or Canna Cans. All right, big salute to Canna Cans. All right, if you want to get your hands on some of those cans, they keep the piff super fresh inside. Everything sealed. All right, they have delivery of that cross Canada as well as same day in the GTA. Make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page. That's CannaCans_Canada1. You could also find them on the Diamond Club page if you check them out. That's Diamond Club _Ontario. Use the code WeLoveHipHop on the way out. Get yourself a nice little discount. Also, big salute to my people in Ottawa. If you want to get some piff in Ottawa, same day delivery in the Ottawa area, same day delivery in the GTA as well, and you can get the package sent across Canada. You got to hit up Only Loud. They got their own personal blend as well as a bunch of dope blends underneath their umbrella. All right, if you want to find that, hit them up on their Instagram page. That's onlyloud.ca or Only Loud Canada, and their Snapchat is onlyloud.ca. Yo, I got to get on Snap, man.
You're not on Snapchat?
I have a Snapchat, but I took it out on my phone like maybe a couple of years ago when like it started dying out. But now I keep on hearing so much people saying, yo, I saw it on the Snap, that I'm like, I might have to reinstall it, man.
I heard a lot of people are making money off Snapchat, off the public profiles and posting multiple times a day.
Yeah, like, you know, before we get into our stuff, like, can we talk about that quick fast? Like, what happened, man? Like, when did Snapchat make that turn where like everybody started using it again? Because I felt like it died for a second.
Yeah, Rihanna killed it for a little bit.
Yeah.
But what they did was, or at least based off what I know, they started hiring people in like the major cities to kind of like seek out the talent in that city. And then they would give bags to these like local content creators where like TikTok is not giving you the bag. You know what I mean? Instagram, you have to be like a major creator to get the bag from them.
Yeah,
but Snapchat really tapped into like the smoke ashes. There's even people that only have like 10,000 followers that I see on Snapchat with a deal. So yeah, I feel like they really tapped into that market, and that's what kind of brought people back into the ecosystem.
Yeah, they incentivized people to post more, and I don't think it ever went away because I think I don't want to say the criminal underworld, but it's always been used for privacy for a lot of things.
I was
like,
man, them cheating, them
cheating, selling drugs, like selling whatever. Like it'll be like, "Okay, don't message me here, message me on Snap."
Yeah.
Right. So I think it never went away, and now it's kind of one of those apps that a lot of people are posting all the time. Some people will post things on Snapchat that they wouldn't post on Instagram or Twitter or other platforms.
Yeah,
I want to say Snapchat is one of the like last few picture apps that like you don't have to post professional pictures. Every picture has to be like perfect and lit.
Yeah.
Like I remember back in the day, man used to post like their sandwiches on IG and oh, this is what I had for breakfast. But now when people are posting on IG, it has to be like the most lit, perfect picture.
Yeah.
On Snapchat, people are showing their daily lives.
Yeah, you have to make sure to get the right thumbnail for your video reel and all that. I mean? Like, yeah.
And you create a more controlled and intimate community on Snapchat, like your own people you're approving, your friend requests and stuff, and you can choose what you want to display publicly versus what you want to just keep within your circle.
Interesting. I gotta tap back into to Snapchat, man. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody on Snap. I got some topics though for us. Okay, Vybz Kartel.
Man.
We're gonna talk about it again because this Vybz Kartel show is taking over the
world boss.
Discover Cans, where quality meets innovation. With over 24 premium strains, each carefully sealed in our signature cans for maximum freshness. We're redefining the cannabis experience. Trusted Canada-wide for consistency and reliability. We deliver the product you deserve. Elevate your expectations and explore the difference with Cans. You can find Cans on Instagram at @Cans_Canada, or you can find them on the Diamond Club page, Diamond Club_Ontario. Make sure to use the code WeLoveHipHop on the way out and get yourself a little discount. Salute to the sponsors. Cheers. Yeah, he's going to do 3 nights now.
And there was like a multitude of Toronto podcasters like in the years leading up to this that Vybz Kartel could never sell out Scotiabank Arena, not one night, not 2 night. And like
why is that sentiment going around?
Wait, who said that?
Who did I heard it on Extra Gravy, I heard it on Relentless Diaries. Does he say something like that? I'm not sure.
He said he needs Drake. Right?
Oh yeah, that's what he said last week. That went crazy too.
Yeah, I'll play the clip from this guy here. This is courtesy of Chris Genius.
Chris Genius, big up.
You
Jamaica.
know him from before?
Yeah, I recognize this creator.
Yeah, he's pretty popping. I followed him and I was like, damn, he got a lot of followers.
He can't do a whole ACC by himself. He still needs Drake, dog.
No, I went a whole ACC.
Have you been to a Cartel show?
Yeah, in Jamaica.
You went to Freedom
years
Street?
ago.
I'm gonna say years
ago. When he wasn't even before he went to jail. Before he went to jail.
I went to the Freedom Street and the man had the stadium.
Where, just recently?
Yes.
Oh, you're in yard for that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
that's
the man, Toronto has the same vibes, the same yard
people
vibes.
From New York would pull up,
yes,
like people would fly in for
I'm
that.
not saying he can't do it, but he can't do it. You can't just do it like that. You need Drake.
Pause right there, so. Brother, the way I talk about Vybz Kartel can't do this without Drake. You have sense?
Mm.
Bro, like, seriously. You listen to yourself when you attack? You listen to yourself when you attack just now. Vybz Kartel can't forward a Toronto and sell out no stadium without Drake. He need Drake. Seriously? Or really I go tell me say?
He looks cheesed.
After I see where Vybz Kartel
He's
I
vexed.
do from January. Here, the man do 3 nights in a Barclays Center.
Man.
Sold out. 3 nights. The Barclays and the Scotiabank Arena basically the same size.
Basically.
And you telling me say, you do that in New York. And where you tell, the Canadian market different.
You know Jamaicans are cheese when they start asking you weird questions.
Yeah.
And that you really just say, oh, well, you really tell me right now. Are you dunce? Like, the man asked 10 questions before he started going.
Okay, because Dusty's not here, I will say in his defense, he does need Drake for Canada. Okay? Whoever got him into America, cool.
Well, when you say need Drake, what do you guys mean by he needs Drake?
Okay, maybe need is a strong word, but Drake definitely helps when it coming in to getting to Canada when it comes to customs.
You guys just talk about border and custom because I
Yes.
think everyone was taking it in the sense of he needed Drake to sell out the Scotiabank.
I don't think that he needs Drake to sell out the Scotiabank, but he definitely needs Drake to get into the country, or at least Drake helps a lot to get into the country.
You think so? Because like his charges were like wiped clean, so he doesn't have that on his record anymore.
Yes, but I've heard so many stories over the years about guys who are trying to come into Canada, and it's the same when we're trying to go into America. But I feel like even it's worse when people are trying to come into Canada, where like the show got canceled because they couldn't get through the customs.
And to be honest, the other day, Busy Signal, huge artist from Jamaica, like legendary mega artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He posted a story saying like, yo, Canada didn't let me in because they're trying to accuse me saying that, oh, once we let you in, you're going to try to stay and like become a resident in things. And then everybody got outraged because it's like, yo, you guys are letting in all these other people, you know what I mean? And then they're violating.
Yeah.
But the super legendary, rich, international act can't do a show here because you guys think
No. Black acts.
There you go.
It's a difference.
Oh, you're from Jamaica?
Or America, right? You could
Yeah,
be super
that's
popping in America and you're selling platinum records and they'll still fuck with you at the border.
That's
It's
true.
almost like it's like a sick thing to like for fun for them. You know what I'm saying?
But they're so dumb because the government makes money off whenever someone performs here. Even when NBA athletes like play basketball here,
Yeah.
they pay a tax.
Yeah.
So you make hard like cash pretty much off these like people entering the country. But what I will say in defense of Dusty is I think what he meant, because even in the clip when I was like, oh, you mean like to get into the country? We're like, no, like he has his visa sorted out. I think it's more like politically, it's like technically he can do it without Drake, but it's like Drake has such a big status here that it's like you're gonna like you can't not link up with Drake when you're here type.
That's different than saying you need this person to follow it.
I agree. It was probably misworded and also taken out of context, but I think that's what Dusty meant.
Yeah, maybe not, but
I got so many messages and stuff. I wanted this bread, I'm like, fam, like, watch the full podcast and you'll understand.
yeah, but I definitely feel like when it comes to like immigration and stuff like that Drake helps because he's helped for years when it came to OVO Fest. There's a lot of people that we would have never thought would have got into Canada that in OVO Fest, they were here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that Drake pull is a little different than even when they're doing a solo concert and they're on their own. So even connecting the concert to like an OVO presents thing makes it a better package to present to the customs.
But do you think customs would be so dumb not to let Vybz Kartel to do 3 sold out shows?
These people are so racist that they'll cut off their nose to spite their face, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about the Canadian economy that you black people can bring. We'll just use somebody else to bring it in. Taylor Swift will be back.
What if Vybz Kartel came as like a international student? They'd let him in quick. Vybz Kartel just has to sign up for one of those bogus colleges, and he could be here for months.
You know what I'm saying? If he
Vybz Kartel's daughter actually goes to school out here.
Really?
Yeah. Like university. I'm not gonna bait it out.
You know her?
I don't know her yet. Not like that though. I'm trying to. I've been doing peer collabs. If I do a collab at Vybz, bro, what's her name? Adiana Palmer. That would be mad, broski.
We'll find her right
You
now
should
on
link her,
Instagram.
bro.
I should.
You
still,
should actually marry her.
That's the you wanted.
That's the move.
But I would marry it to the. I'll marry it to the family.
Adiana Palmer.
Who's that other girl? She used to be on Players Play. I think she's like Vybz Kartel cousin or something.
Yeah. Yep. I don't
name?
remember her name though.
Cass, simply.
Yeah,
Cass?
yeah, simple, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so quick thing, what I need y'all to do, since there's a third show added, I know, like I was mentioning on the live stream, it's become the Hunger Games. Oh, actually, I took Marlon's talking point, the Hunger Games, right? Where everybody's, they're going for these tickets. They're hollering at the man them.
It
right?
wasn't, to be honest, I do want to, because everyone's going like it was so difficult to get the tickets. It wasn't that hard. To get good price tickets, it wasn't that hard.
Did you get tickets?
Yeah, I got tickets.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, how much did you drop?
Okay, I got section 100. It was $350 each ticket.
That's not so bad.
You know what I mean? And then people were reselling it for like $750 a band. And
Wait, section 100, so lower bowl?
Yeah, like right. Okay, there's like general where like you're standing.
Yeah.
It's like the first section, like right there.
So how Snoopy spend a band?
Where's he?
I don't know.
That might need a sound effect.
Play the video.
He probably got multiple tickets because people, like a lot of people, they bought together and then they just sent the money to one. A lot of you guys are doing that too, eh? You guys are buying 5 tickets for you and your 5 friends. Everyone sends the money to one guy. And then you guys are both, I just spent $2,500 on my tickets.
Is that the flex? Okay.
I just spent 3 bands on my tickets.
It's a lifestyle moment. Look.
It's right here.
Lower bowl.
Oh, okay, he's playing music. Yeah, $1,304. It's a lifestyle moment.
Wait till because he speaks on it.
But he might be in the standing section.
Look, section 119, row 1.
119, I'm ahead of him.
For $1,300.
Nah, he probably got for his family, his girls.
Yo, all the seats are gone. That is the Vybz Kartel doesn't go. I don't think you guys understand what we're about to witness.
Look, Jaja, I'm section 103 and paid $347.
Let me tell you.
Look at the first comment.
First lady in the
Last Snoopy's in the Joe Budden seats. Snoopy's in the Joe Budden seats.
Okay, so then maybe now you don't have to do what my request, because I was gonna say, maybe if we could say something nice about Drake, right? To help to jog us to get. You already have seats, but maybe because I'm trying to get us the exclusive behind the scenes passes and all that. So I know over the years we've said nice things, and then sometimes we've said some harsh things. So can we all find one nice thing to say about Aubrey Drake Graham? About him, just period, man. Career, life, something.
Quick glaze fest. Quick glaze a thon.
Just quick glaze a thon.
Who's starting this?
Sponsored by Tim Hortons.
High level cringe.
Nah, right? Friday has to start though.
Yeah, Friday you start. You have the most to say. Do you have any background music we could play? Like royalty free.
Population being over
sympathy music.
And it
Hold
is
on.
certainly doing.
I was watching some wild shit before.
The population collapse explained, eh?
Don't worry, we'll
You're
talk
stressing.
about that later. What can I look for?
Hey yo, when Drake dropped Nothing Was the Same, nothing was the same, broski. Every time I listened to Marvin's Room, he made me take care of myself, dog. All I needed was one dance, and then I seen the views.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
I like that. I got.
You gotta find the fire with this desire. Nah, but real talk though, as someone from Toronto, as a creator from Toronto, the spotlight that Drake put on Toronto will be unmatched. Generations to come, generations previously, no one has done, will do, or ever will do what Drake has done. Whether it be getting, I think without Drake, the Raptors don't get a championship.
That's a fact. What about you, DJ Czar?
Musically, Drake is the most versatile superstar we've ever seen.
Jeez.
I am grateful that the Michael Jackson of our era is from the city that I'm from.
Michael Jackson, good keyword.
Mad.
He put the city on a map that it was never on before.
Jeez.
And he's done a lot, not just for the city, but for the culture. And he continues to do so. We haven't seen someone in their prime this long, ever.
Without Drake, there will be no Afrobeats, real talk. I'm not talking about Afrobeat, the original. I'm talking about Afro beats.
Yesterday, I played one dance at a wedding, and I seen Scottish people that probably would have never heard that type of music singing along to it word for word.
They hated Africans before this guy.
Now they listen to Burna Boy. Thank you, Drake. Thank you.
Very good. Good stuff. I would like to say Drake is, to me, probably the most important Toronto rapper, because we always got to remember, no matter how much of a worldwide figure that he is, no matter how much accolades and platinum records that he has, he's from here. He's from Toronto.
He is from here.
You know what I'm saying? So anytime that he goes and represents, whether he's in Dubai, whether he's in Greece, he's representing us.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Drake is the reflection of what Toronto is.
Before Drake, what was the epitome of Toronto?
I don't even think there was one, man.
like what would you say would classify Toronto? What would be our, you know what I mean?
It doesn't even matter anymore.
I don't even know if there was anything else before Drake.
Drake has the power to unite the world. He is black, white, and Jewish. That alone says a lot.
But real talk, what I think they should do, you know how they have the Batman symbol for Gotham? The CN Tower needs to start putting the O.W.O.L.
Facts.
You know what I mean? At least every October or something. Just have it shining in the sky. I think that would be fire though.
Okay.
That's not
I was going to keep
Enough. I'm starting to vomit in my own mouth, man. Like, I fuck with you, Drake, but that's crazy.
No, that was too far. That would be fire though, bro. No, imagine like if you look at the sky and then all you see is the O.W.O.L. You know what I mean? And that would be crazy now.
What would that signify? Like, what does that symbolize? Like, unity. Drake is coming? Like,
peace.
Drake's here. Drake's back in the city.
But yeah.
The owl.
You know, just to make sure that, you know, people know Drake's the guy.
But should I tell you guys the process of getting the tickets?
Talk to me.
Okay, because there was a pre-sale and then a general sale. So the pre-sale, I totally forgot that was even happening, you know. I drove to work, blah, blah, la, di, da. I checked my phone. Everybody's posting their thing. They're going on like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with the golden tickets, broski.
Crazy.
And then I honestly got FOMO, you know what I mean? I felt like I was missing out. So I'm looking on Ticketmaster. Like, so at this point, people are reselling their tickets. Bro, I'm seeing like nosebleeds going for $6.
Damn.
7 nosebleeds, fam. Disgusting. So I'm like, okay, I'm not involved in this. So when the general sale happened, that was a Thursday, I made sure I did not miss it. I was ready. I hit get in queue, get in line or whatever. So I was about 10 minutes early, waited the 10 minutes, and then it started. There was only about 4,000 people ahead of me. But remember, there was 3 days to choose from. You could choose the Sunday, the Monday, or the Thursday. I'm thinking, should I choose the Thursday because that's the new show that they added? There's going to be more seats available.
Hold on. Sunday, Monday, and then 3 days later, so Vybz going to be in town.
Yeah, Vybz going to be in town for a week, so you know the city is going to be lit.
Oh, I'm going to try to holler at him for an interview.
That'd be
you know
crazy.
I mean? You know, I have to be there. You know, I have to be there for that. I don't try to infiltrate your interviews and stuff. You know?
Everybody can pull up, bro. Listen, yo, Vybz. Maybe next week we'll do another glaze session. For
Wait,
you.
I want to say this. Vybz, Sidem is Turkish. I am also Turkish. So maybe that can help.
You might have to link Sidem's side and try to coordinate that.
You know what? That could probably be easier.
Okay, so I'm thinking, should I do the Thursday show? But I'm like, you know what? Everyone's going to the Sunday that I know. Let me go for the Sunday. And that happened to be the best thing because apparently there was 50,000 people waiting in queue for the Thursday show.
Damn.
50,000.
So I'm waiting. The 4,000 went down to 3, went down to 2,500, and it went down quickly. I only waited about 10 minutes, and then I was in there. So I'm there checking. I'm seeing the same nosebleeds, $1.50, $1.30. Section 100, $3.50. I'm like, yo, I'm in there. I get my tickets, secure it. But I have my Coho card, my RBC, and then the credit card, you know?
Jeez.
So I tried to use my Coho card. All my little scammers, y'all know what I'm talking about. The Coho, they're not accepting it. Oh, we don't accept this type of card, blah, blah, blah.
Coho, dissing.
And I didn't have my credit card on me, so I didn't know my. So I had to call the Shotty real quick. I'm like, yo, Bibs, I need your credit card ASAP. Because as soon as you select your ticket, you have a timer. You have like 7 minutes to complete your purchase, or else they release the tickets back to the.
Yeah, then you're out of. You got to go back in the queue,
bro. So I'm just there copying all the information. I secured the tickets. It felt like I hit the lottery, broski.
Damn, bro. It's really the Hunger Games.
No,
it's
serious.
Bro.
It's serious.
It's like a Survivor Series type shit, bro.
It's serious.
Well, listen, man. Salute to Vybz, man. 3 shows in Toronto, man.
Historic.
Yeah, and I still think Drake will pop out. Like,
Definitely.
He definitely has to pop out, bro.
Do you think there are going to be any local acts opening up for Vybz Kartel?
I think LTL should be there.
LTL definitely should be
Every night, all 3 nights?
Nah, not all 3 nights. It's kind of crazy.
But they could do it, though. They got it. They got the game on Smash right here.
They do, but I think if that happens, then the elder dancehall artists are going to feel away.
You need Bless to pop out and shit, and a few different guys.
Because imagine there's a man like Isis, who's been doing his thing, you know what I mean? But like, I would be like, because he has a song on like a Toronto anthem, you know what I mean? Like, T-Dot, Tabby Blood, Clap, Please, Batik in a Hand. It's a big tune, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like he should pop. If you have LTL, you should have that man out there too.
Yeah. You know, I'm not as tapped into the Toronto dancehall scene, so.
But you're saying Vybz Kartel has his own promoters that do the show and they just pay him his fee, right? So they're responsible for booking the opening act. So
exactly.
I'm sure there are probably opportunities where artists can pay to open up quickly. Like that is quick cash grab if you really want.
Yeah, there's always those problems with that. There's people who will complain about that, even though you just said it like it's nothing, right? But that's a whole other podcast, right? But I see no problem with it. You know what I mean? Get to open for Vybz, you might have to pay a rack.
I would do that.
Hey,
quick, like a quick 10 minutes.
Even if I could DJ for, I would do that
in the Scotiabank Arena. Come on, bro.
Once in a lifetime.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. It's not like these other shows.
But do you think that can kind of like lower the quality of a show? Whereas if you're organizing the show and you bring your own opener, no matter what, your opener is this person, like you have a little more control versus, it's just in the promoter's hands. So whatever
those
they
are
want.
always the best, but those are still infiltrated by promoters getting like 10 other people to go on before the main act has their 2 guys that they're bringing on tour with them.
Like, remember that Bond guy?
Oh, Bond, yeah.
So he be doing that where he pays to open for NLE Choppa and all these next guys.
Yeah.
Like,
and then post IG pictures like my dog.
Fake it till you make it.
No,
bro.
I rate it.
Yeah,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
But that's a whole thing, bro. Like a whole topic that we need to maybe get into one day, or we could maybe get into today. But like these shows where the promoters are getting like 10 acts to open, the guys have 2 guys that are amazing openers to them. You know what I'm saying? But they're only popping up after you've watched like 10 locals, and you're tired by then, bro. But those 10 locals paid.
I guess, but it is the promoter's discretion. But me, like if I was the artist doing the show, I'd want super like control over who goes up. I don't want some random shit box going on because he paid
but you're not
this
there.
guy.
That's the thing. You're not there.
But it's still a reflection on your brand. It's like, I went to the Vybz Kartel concert and there was like 12 acts that just sucked before he LTL and then him.
Have you guys seen those like those traveling artist showcases where it's like, pay $250 to perform on stage in front of Hollywood's biggest A&Rs type things? Have you guys been seeing those?
I've been to a few of those.
I think I paid to be on one of those, bro, back in the days.
Are they finesses?
It's all finesse, bro. Like you get in front of like a little crowd, like there is a crowd there and they film it for something, but like you never get to see where it comes out.
It depends because sometimes these promoters, what they do is they get so many artists on a lineup that the artists become the crowd.
Yes.
So now you're performing for other artists and it's almost like a networking thing.
Yes. Or their friends who they brought.
Yeah. Exactly. And if every artist brings like 4 or 5 friends and you have like 20 people on the roster, now you're performing for 100 people.
But enough times, as soon as like whoever the person came out for, as soon as that artist is done, they leave. So when it comes down to the last person, the only person's there is the same in his 2 bedrooms and stuff.
Yes. I've seen that so many. I've been paid to host those.
But in the case that the party is lit, some people stay after. You know, they're like, okay, let me drink, let me smoke, let me do my thing. Like, let me stick around, like meet other artists. But it's tough throwing shows, and I hope we get into the Price versus Freddie fame lore.
I got into it so much the other day that I'm like, do I want to beat a dead horse? But like that's kind of like a lot of the problem, like when it comes to these guys. Like we could talk about it now quick fast. Like they're beefing and they're kind of doing the same thing, or not even the same thing. They're on the same level. So you guys are beefing over the same level of scraps.
What are they beefing over?
I guess it goes back to like Freddie was talking shit behind Price's back, saying that like this guy's trying to take my lane and da-da-da-da-da. But like, bro, he's your comp. He's not your friend.
No, exactly.
So he's going to talk behind your back.
But I don't like that mentality because that's like me getting mad at another DJ for being a DJ.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, he's trying to do this. He's trying to do weddings. Like I do weddings. Like, what are we talking about? Like, you know?
It's a scarcity mentality.
But I also think maybe because at one point Freddie had like a monopoly on that format.
Yeah.
And then Price came and put his own twist to that like maybe it is like a territory thing.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be the first one. And this is bad on Freddie for even saying that in the first place. He wouldn't be the first, like Price wouldn't be the first person to come in and start doing these shows. And with all due respect, with the artists who are still not even like known on a radar like that.
Yeah, local artists.
But like super local.
So
We're not talking about like Casper TNG and guys like that local. We're talking about guys who nobody knows them on Instagram like that.
Yeah, like if Casper pulled up to one of those events, it'd be like if Vybz Kartel pulled up. Like,
exactly.
Like a superstar's here. Like
I've watched Casper's like live show footage and stuff like that. It's a sold out show. Everybody's phone up in the air. It's not that kind of local. It's local that are like almost easier to take advantage of because they're so hungry.
So would you say that the only reason Freddie feels like this is because he might feel like his position is threatened by Price doing the same type of format?
Yes, but then like that being threatened, you're being threatened by somebody else who's going to be able to take advantage of artists who are not popping like that yet. And this is with all due respect, because Price he's going to hear this and be like, I'm not taking advantage of artists, but it's like, if you're trying to do business on a level, then you're going to reach for the certain artists that are doing certain things, right? You're going to invest some money in whatever. But if you're just dealing with a bunch of artists that are all trying to make it, and on top of that, you're an artist too, then it's just like, it's a different type of hustle.
But I will say that, and I've never been to like a Freddie Fame show, but with Price, he does give value back to the artist. So I don't know if the artists pay or not. I don't think.
He said they don't.
Yeah, right? So we can't even apply this to him, but like he's giving them interviews. He's allowing them a chance to build their own content, network with other artists. So he's kind of creating a platform that is valuable to the artist. It's not just like a quick cash grab where like the artist pays and there's no one here and all right, you're on your own. Like go perform.
But does it still equate to, and he said he charges for merch table and I think a video or something like that.
Yeah, probably like vendors and stuff.
Which is cool, right? But like, are we talking about these guys arguing about venues or crowds of hundreds of people in front of them? Because I've gone to these shows over the years and they'd be like 50 people, 100 people, tops.
It's better than nothing. If you're an artist and you're just starting out, or you're a local artist and maybe you don't have the demand to generate a 50 person or 100 person venue just to see you, it's better than nothing.
Yes. And I'm saying that's as an artist who used to only have 50 people in the place. But for the promoters, is that worth fighting over the 50 people that are going to these few shows? Or working together? Because they're only fighting over 50 people. They're not fighting over, oh, you made me lose a $50,000 bag. These guys are talking about, oh, you made me lose $400 tonight. The fuck?
$400 this month.
Yes, this month. You know what I'm saying? To the point where like they're making videos of the man, like, and we're chasing them, we're gonna beat him down, or put up videos of him getting beat down. Like, you guys are fighting over $100 scraps, bro.
This reminds me of I don't remember the YouTubers' names, but I think this was last year. There was like these two small time YouTube creators that were beefing,
and one killed the other.
Exactly.
Yes.
Holy.
And I don't think any of them had over like 1,000 subscribers, like 5,000 subscribers. But it was like some local beef. And then they just started like going back and forth. And then like the story didn't get picked up until one of them smoked the other.
Yes.
And it's just like, why are people crashing out over like the smallest amount of clout?
I think it's more about purpose. Like, it's like, if this is my lane, this is what I do, this is my identity, and you're trying to do that, you're attacking my identity. I'm not saying that's like a valid or logical reasoning, but that is probably the mentality where it's like, yo, I built my name off doing these shows and you're coming to take everything I've worked for. Like,
yeah,
you know?
but you didn't invent show promotion. You didn't invent the live show. You didn't invent rappers getting on a goddamn stage.
But maybe he feels like, at least within the local Toronto scene, he is a pioneer or some type of trailblazer in that regard. I don't know. I've never met Freddie Fame. I don't know him.
And we're speculating, but if that's what he's thinking, he needs to chill, because that's that old head shit where younger heads are like, yo, these old heads won't get out the way. And then that's when they start resenting old heads.
And I think we've spoken on this before, but old heads have this like it's you or me type of mentality, where the younger generation's like it's you and me. It's like, yo, we can both coexist and do our own thing and collaborate and, you know, like grow exponentially. Whereas you guys were more competitive in that sense.
Yeah. And that competitiveness will come and bite you in the ass. Look at Dame Dash. You know what I'm saying? These are all bitter old heads. You know, I'll say this in closing, Freddie, don't become one of these bitter old heads, because these young boys are just going to make content out of you. And to me, from afar, they both look dumb. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, big up to Pricey, man. There's something I wanted to do quick, fast. Let me just make a quick call here. Let me see if this if this guy answers. He didn't answer. That's why I ain't even gonna make it a topic. You know what I'm saying?
That is.
I was trying to. The fuck is going on here? My phone's just doing its own thing. I was trying to call Top 5 just now.
Right? Yeah, he showed you a new track, right?
I want to take a quick break from this episode to give a big shout out to Only Loud, Canada's one-stop shop for your favorite legacy brands and all things loud. Only Loud provides mail order delivery nationwide and same-day delivery to those in the Ottawa area. Check them out at onlyloud.ca or follow them on their socials, Instagram at onlyloudcanada or on Snapchat onlyloud.ca for more exclusive content. Only Loud is not just a product, it's a lifestyle. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer.
Yeah. He hit me up while we were. It's weird because like all this whole time before we were filming, the man hit me up like 2 times. He's playing music and stuff like that, and he's like, he got some new tunes, and it's like, yo, he might have heard us.
But yeah, it's been like an hour and a half, 2 hours, So like maybe he's not at the studio anymore.
Yeah.
So he previewed new music for you.
Yeah. We were sitting here like setting up stuff. You know what I mean? Big salute to Jake. We're setting up the cameras and shit. Next thing you know, like, man's like, yo, excited. I got some new music. He starts playing the music. He's rapping. Like, he's in the studio. He says he's locked in.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even a huge fan of his music, but the song was sounding fire. So.
Yeah. It was some oppie shit.
Oh, a super oppie.
Yeah, but it sounded hard.
So do you think if he were to drop that in the next week or 2 weeks, would it make a splash in the city?
Yes.
If he drops that, the city's on fire. I'm not lying.
Yes. And he doesn't
in what way? If he drops, if he drops that, the city's on fire.
Yeah, people will go crazy. And I don't even think like wait till you drop a video or whatever. Just drop the audio now. Let people start talking about the song. Like, what the hell? And then after a month, drop the video. You got time.
The song is hot, but I'm on somewhere like, oh, I don't even know if he should drop it, bro. That's how like crazy it is, dog.
Really?
Where I'm like, as fire as it is, it might take it to a next level.
It was a pretty good track. And I'm saying this as somebody who's been very critical of Top 5 music in the past.
You're saying it might rub some people the wrong way.
It definitely will.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, from the technical standpoint, like, does it sound good? It sounded pretty good. Like the flow that he had, like on his verse, I was like, I even asked him, you were here when you pulled up. I was like, did you write that? You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, this sounds pretty like, you're flipping. You know what I'm saying?
And it sounds like reinvigorated, like he has something to prove type thing. The beat was mad.
Yeah.
But what he was saying,
it was some oppie shit. I'll try one more time to see what happens, but he's probably gonna diss. Let's see what happens here.
Man, if anything, just never mind.
Cut this part out.
But now, hopefully, he drops it still. I need some entertainment.
Well, shit, man. We've been talking our shit. I didn't even have a top 5 segment, to be honest, bro. Oh. Yo!
Talk to my dog.
We were saying that you just dropped some new music, or not dropped some new music, but you let me hear some new shit, bro. Talk to me about that, bro.
Yeah, you feeling that one, huh?
that was pretty fire still, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you. And you know, I've been critical of you before, bro.
You know, I'm so pissed that I'm not still in the studio. I would have played it.
Oh.
You told me, bro, you told me you're going to call me in 20 minutes. It's been an hour and 30.
My bad, bro. we were talking our shit over here on the podcast. So what, were you dropping that soon or what?
I put T Grizzly on. I'm about to shoot it in Toronto like next week.
Okay.
On the block.
Yo, can I give you some quick behind the scenes advice while we're on the scenes kind of thing?
Yeah, talk to me.
Just drop the audio. Don't even drop the video soon. But yo, that song was hot, bro. Just drop the fucking audio. People will be on you.
City will be on fire.
Yes.
I'm gonna go drop the audio this week then.
Yeah.
Yo, we love hip hop. Yo, listen. Yo, Friday. You know, one person I call when I make music is you, eh? You tell me what it is.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I took a break from gambling, so these guys are in trouble. I'm starting rapping now.
Okay.
I want to rap now. I want to shoot videos.
Well, listen, bro, you got the lane is open now. I was saying before, like your charge is clean up, so you drop the music, bro.
Don't say a word Friday. Listen, call me when you're on stream. We have a lot to catch up on.
All right, no, say no word. Say no more. One.
Crazy.
Yeah. So okay, so there's no cap. We were not capping, you know, making up some shit. The man has some new music. I just wish I called him earlier while he was still at the studio, bro. You know what I'm saying?
With T Grizzly on it?
That's easy, bro. Remember, Top 5 gets in contact with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? He had the Zay Osama dude on his stream the other day and all these different people that are like popping now. So they all want to tap in with him to get the, you know, be part of the lore, get, you know, some of the clouts.
Yeah, there's benefits.
Yeah. So, you know, look out for that. You know, dropping real soon. Top 5 got some new music. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Important things that are not more important things, but the bigger stories that are going on right now. The Diddy verdict, bro. I was playing some of the music in the beginning of the pod. He got 50 months. So what is that? 4 years?
But he already served a good portion of that, right?
Yes. So people are getting a couple of things confused, right? And I'm going to play this segment from his lawyer in a second. He got like 64 months.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yes.
So it's 50 months after the time served.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was even, when I was listening to Joe Budden yesterday, they were talking about they don't usually do 50-month sentences. It's usually 60 months and up type of shit, right? So he got 64 months. He got, 14 months already. It's time served. What do y'all think about the amount of time that he had before I played this clip from his lawyer? Is that fair? Did he overcharge, undercharge?
At first, I thought it was a little excessive for the charge. But just based off what I know, if I was the judge, I would have probably did the same thing. Because a man like that needs some type of repercussion to learn his lesson. You know what I mean? Like, he's been wilding for decades. So I feel like, okay, yeah, we didn't get you on the other stuff, but you still need some sort of like reprimand to learn your lesson. Like,
yeah,
like he was wilding internationally, you know what I mean? So like, we kind of have to reel it in a little bit.
And didn't the jury comment that he didn't seem like he regretted anything? Like he didn't seem like he showed any sort of remorse for his actions. So
yeah, but they
that's
still only, even with that being said, they only convicted him for 2 out of the 5 things that he was being charged with. So even if he didn't have as much remorse as they wanted him to have, they didn't convict him of everything. But the judge also said he was also going to be considering the things that he wasn't convicted on in his sentencing. And
is that even fair?
They're saying there is precedence to do that.
Yeah.
So it's within the laws.
It is tricky because like, okay, what if you just catch me on a misdemeanor, but you're gonna consider other things I was like acquitted for, and then you're gonna turn up my misdemeanor charge 10 years? You know what I mean? So it can get a little dicey.
Yeah.
But again, you know, it's only, I'm not gonna say it's only 4 years, but based off what he was looking at,
I think he was looking at like 10, 15, or like, no, 20.
Yeah, originally he was looking at 20, and then they're saying,
yeah.
oh, okay, it'd be like 11, but
yeah.
You know, I feel like at least now he knows how long, you know what I mean? There's like at least a finish line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like a looming question mark just hanging over his head.
Okay, so I'm glad you got us here because we got to see if he actually makes it to the finish line because his lawyer is saying he's not that safe in there.
Violently assaulted. Is that a thing? Because based on what was said in court, it feels like a thing.
Yeah, it clearly is a thing. I mean, they're already, and he did not want to make a big deal of it. They already tried to shank him once at the MDC.
Jeez.
And that was thwarted. And it happens in prison. I mean, you and I could tick off how many times we are aware of somebody getting seriously injured or killed in prison. And so they're going to have to keep him somewhere that they can keep an eye on him. It would have obviously been better if he had gotten less time and had been at a camp, but he's going to be in a facility where somebody's going to have to, from the BOP, and I think they're well equipped to do it if they can, to keep an eye on him because he is a target.
So Sean Diddy Combs.
They don't got PC in American prisons. Like
Yeah,
that?
they have PC, but he can still get messed up in PC. He can still get extorted in PC. There's other guys who are in PC who are criminals too.
But okay, maybe it's different now because he got sentenced and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But wasn't like 6ix9ine and that next billionaire Sam Friedman or whatever? Weren't they all in the same jail quarters together?
Yeah.
So like, if they're keeping all the billionaires and celebrities together, then like, who's trying to shake Diddy? Like,
is he going to be in one of those? I think they're called club feds or whatever, where it's like rich criminals and like.
No, they're saying right here they're not locking him up in a camp, right? So he's going to be in a federal prison. Tory Lanez just got stabbed up. What are we talking about? Like niggas get stabbed up if they're in like GP, and they're saying that he was in a prison that has both a PC and a GP area. So like, or in a unit that had both.
Oh, okay.
Right. So the guy who stabbed him up was like a PC guy.
And it's easy to fathom someone from the outside contacting one of these inmates and saying, "Look, like I'll give you this much money to like shank Diddy or whatever."
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's a possibility. Like not everybody, like PC doesn't make everybody safe.
Yeah, I do kind of believe the story, but I also feel like this is just things people say when they want to get out the bin.
That happens too.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because they're saying that he was in there teaching financial classes, and you know what I mean? So like, which one is it? Does he have the Jiolan manas and everyone respects him, or is he trying to get run down?
Yeah.
It could be both.
And he probably has enough money to buy the loyalty of certain inmates or certain groups within the prison that will protect him.
Mm-hmm. But that becomes a slippery slope.
Yeah.
You have enough money, cool. But then the price keeps on going up, bro. Like last time you told me the protection was, send your family 2 racks. And then now this week, after a lockdown in the prison and there was a fight on the ward, now you're charging me $2,500. A year passes. Now it's like, inflation.
And now the moment you don't pay, they're switching up.
I can't make the payment this month or this week or whatever. And now mans are like watching behind them in the shower so they don't get stabbed. It's prison.
But there's no way he could kind of have like an isolated sentence.
Well,
bro, you want to spend 4 years in solitary?
I personally wouldn't, but if you're high profile and you're trying to preserve yourself, it could be the safer option.
It could send you crazier though. That's isolation. Like people need people, bro.
That's true.
I was gonna say maybe you could have a visitor every day, but even still, like spending 99% of the day dolo to your thoughts in darkness, and then you get to see one person for an hour, then you have to go back to the darkness. Like
you'll lose your mind.
And I don't want to get too conspiratorial, but look what happened to Epstein. You know what I'm saying? How long did this guy go to prison before he was offed?
Like a few days, few weeks
before he was off.
Oh wow! I just said it. My bad. I didn't even realize I said that.
What do you know that we don't, Friday?
Oh man. But yeah, like it just could have happened to anybody, right? Like that guy was super ultra powerful. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he had more money than Diddy.
Definitely.
Right? So I'm not saying, oh, poor Diddy, let him out. Oh my God, he's in trouble. Like, okay, you're in jail. Like, jail's dangerous.
And just to confirm, what were the charges he was convicted on? It was trafficking for the purpose of like.
Wasn't it prostitution?
Let me see.
I think it was just prostitution, but 2 counts.
What was Diddy convicted of?
We ain't
going nowhere.
Nah, I'm team Free Diddy though still.
So transportation to engage in prostitution. Oh, so 2 counts. So 2 counts of that.
Transportation to engage in prostitution.
Yeah.
Man called an Uber for the escort.
Yeah, like I guess
Twice.
because it's federal, the state lines,
Exactly.
right? And to be honest, a lot of those people who were testifying, they were saying that they were like, they were cool with it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
but the state lines is what did it.
The technicality. So you're doing 4 years for a technicality, bro?
So if he just did all of that in one state, it would have been fine.
Basically.
But he had to outsource.
2 counts of transporting people across state lines to engage in prostitution, i.e., moving individuals for prostitution purpose under the Mann Act.
Okay, when you say transporting people, right? What if those people transported themselves on their own volition, on their own dollar? Like they paid their transportation. You know what I'm saying?
That would probably make it a more gray area.
Yes.
But it's been proven that he was paying for flights and all this next thing.
Okay, but then, and I know it's going to go, I feel like we're a broken record. Mans are flying things out all the time. So are all of them going down do they need to get 4 years too, bro?
I know it gets crazy.
Like, they're flying girls from freaking Idaho to Atlanta all the time, from freaking all over, different state to state, to smash, not to hang out, bro, to smash.
And they might provide them with some sort of compensation after, whether it's directly financial or buying them a Chanel bag or like some sort of lifestyle equivalent.
A lot of these girls are like, yo, I'm here now. Like, can you let me hold 1,500? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's literally prostitution. You know what I'm saying?
Then I guess the feds just don't want to pursue those cases. But no, you're right. Like if the feds wanted to, I feel like anybody, if the feds wanted to make a case on you, they could probably just like
how many
find
girls are
something.
flued out, bro? That's a term. It's a thing.
No, for real.
That's why LeBron James would travel here to do that. He wouldn't fly them out. He'd fly himself out.
I move myself over the state line and it would be
over
good.
a different country. He's like, I'm gonna do my dirt in Canada.
Yeah, it's international pimping. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I don't know who to salute in this situation. Like, Diddy's kind of
Yeah, I just think that like, bro, it could have been way worse. You know what I mean? Like 4 years is a little bit of a long time, but just find your rhythm. You know what I mean? Find your routine. And then I'm not going to say the time's going to fly by, but and not really make the best of it. But bro, by the time you get out, you could have like a mod documentary ready. You could have like some music ready to go.
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that because that's the last thing I wanted to know. Can he still salvage his career post 50 months or whatever?
Definitely.
Or whatever an amount of time, because he's probably not going to do the full 50 months.
Everyone is going to line up to hear from him when he's done. How was your experience? What did you learn? What are you going to do now?
Yeah.
Who visited you? Like it's adding to his lore. So my advice to thee, just push-ups, like push-ups, sit-ups.
Yeah.
Like,
And to be honest, if it didn't go to trial, then I don't think he'll be able to recover his career as easily. But because the trial played out and the public perception kind of switched from, oh, no Diddy to free Diddy.
Yeah.
I think he has a little bit more of the public than he did before, you know?
Yeah. No, good points, man. Good points. But yeah, man, salute to Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Hold your head. You got some time, bro. You know, hit the law library and shit, man. Speaking of people like coming out of jail now instead of going to jail, 100 Band Plan is just touched road.
Yes, sir.
Salute to Toronto rapper 100 Band Plan. Is there audio in this? Oh, there's no audio. Oh yeah, so yeah, this is him just coming out the jail, linking up with the brethrens.
At least he didn't have to take the train like Mel Murdo.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's rough, bro. And he's not even like a big gang leader like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, he's home. He just went away like a few months ago for like firearms, drug charges, and stuff like that. He's like part of the Team East. No?
Is he out on bail or is he like out?
I think he might be out on bail or something.
Okay, because like a few months for all that.
Yeah, it's not a Team East, but he could East End man, right?
He's from like I think Maine and Danforth.
Okay.
Broski exposed the low.
Everyone already knew.
Okay.
No, but I think that's like a block.
Okay.
That's his end.
I thought that's where he lived.
554 Main Street.
I don't know where he lives. I just heard that he's from Maine and Danforth, which is not too far from me. I've been going around there on walks. So maybe I'll see him.
Yeah. So like even and with him coming back home, right? Because like there's a trend of all these rappers going in and out. Does that add to the lore? Does this help? Or does this hurt in the long run? Because like you can't go to America, bro. That's the thing I keep on like. It's cool when these guys come out of jail, and it's like, oh yeah, he's home now. He's gonna be able to turn up a little bit more for the scene. You can get that first day home song, but then now you also have a ceiling because you can't travel.
I mean, it definitely hurts your career in some ways, but it increases your brand. I think especially if you're doing that type of music.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, like you can make enough money here without having to go to the States. There is like a plateau, but it's like you can make a livable wage being an artist here full time, especially with the internet.
If you work a day job as well. Or if you're trapping, you're scamming.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you got to do, you can supplement your income with your artistry. Or if you're viral enough, there are YouTubers that live in Canada that make 6 figures and more.
YouTubers.
And if you're in and out of jail, how consistent are you going to be dropping?
You can have a team. You can have a team that drops regularly. He can kind of become a YouTuber that's still an artist by like releasing behind the scenes or like releasing music periodically, planning his releases. Like, I think it's not the end of the world, to be honest.
Okay, and before you go natural, because you said sustainable living, and I'm not talking about as YouTuber or whatever, just as an artist.
Livable wage.
A livable wage. What's that? What is that?
6 figures.
Like, give me a number, like per year.
Where it's like you're kind of decently living in Toronto in 2025. I want to say like 150.
No local Toronto rapper is making over $30,000.
I don't agree with that. I'd have to see some money. You don't
off
think
their music?
$150K a year?
You don't think Pressa's making more than 50 bands off of 30 bands?
Okay, when I say local rapper, I don't mean like...
You don't think Sav is making like...
I don't consider Oppressa a local rapper because like he lived in LA for the longest time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I don't think Sav is making $150,000 a year off his music
alone.
Exactly.
Okay. So you might have to supplement it with a little side business. You know what I'm saying?
And like I rock with Sav heavy. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Malvern out here, we out here.
But I think it's fathomable, bro.
Yeah, it's fathomable. It's not impossible. It just does not. I don't think it's happening yet. Like we even see like when we go through the Rap Cap numbers. If you go to Rap Cap TO and check out some of their charts that they post of like the Spotify numbers and stuff like that. It's surprising how high some of these guys like Spotify numbers are, but most of the highest ones are the guys who are not even here no more, bro.
And don't you have to get like 1 million streams to only make like 2 bands
on Spotify?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so and then Apple Music, and then there's YouTube, then you could do features. You can have shows.
But how many of these guys are getting millions of streams on all of their songs?
Right now, none of them.
None.
So they're not even making 2 bands a month, 3 bands a month. We'll be generous. We'll say $3,000 a month off 1 million streams, and none of them are making that.
Okay, let's say they're making 2.5 off just their streams a month, like, and that's like high end.
That's maybe like 30,000 a year.
Okay, but that's just off their streams. If they can supplement that with YouTube revenue, with merchandise, with shows, with features, I think it's very fathomable.
They're gonna get from 30,000 to 150.
If that's going from 2.5 to like 10 a month, and then you got to sell some crack.
When was? Hold on. And I hate we have to use this example, but when was Sav's last show?
You might have to search that.
And so let's say Sav does 2 shows a month. How much is he getting per show?
Probably like 2 bands.
Yo, we're pocket watching crazy. We're not gonna use Sav.
No, man, I love pocket watching. But
let's say 3 bands total, 4 bands total.
Yeah, that sounds
for just
acceptable.
shows.
A show.
4 bands?
A show?
You think a man's paying Sav 4 bands to do a show?
Maybe 3.
I don't think he's getting paid by promoters. I think they throw the show themselves and they get the ticket sales and they sell merch, and then like they might do meet and greets. I don't know, bro.
You've done events before. Like the crowd I see at their shows, if they're throwing the event, I don't see them making 5 bands profit. And then even if they are, it's them throwing the show, not one man. So the profit
They're
is being,
splitting it.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bro, I just like, and we've all been artists. To make $100,000.
No, 150,000.
Bro, mans don't even make that from their job, and they work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Okay, but we're DJs. We're performers, essentially. There are many DJs that make well over 6 figures.
Yeah.
So,
Many?
Yeah.
Name 5 Toronto.
You don't have to know their name. They're like companies. They're like DJ companies.
That's different. We're talking about
I don't know. I don't know, man,
urban
CRA
artists.
returns. I don't know their income statements. I don't know how much they're reporting versus how much they pocket. I don't know how much of it is cash. I don't know how much Snoopy makes, like, and anyone I say, you're going to be like, no, they don't make that. No, they don't make that.
I don't
So
think
it's like,
none
we
of
don't
us know any 6-figure DJs personally. In the
I think
hip-hop
DJ
scene.
Grouch makes 6 figures.
Grouch?
Yeah.
Maybe Charlie B.
Maybe Charlie B.
I'd say Charlie B probably, but like, yeah, that's.
But also was making that when he was DJing. Now Charlie B does A&R and stuff like that. Right?
But, so in order for an artist to make 6 figures or 150 bands in Toronto, they would have to diversify their income streams.
Or they would have to have a bigger audience. Like they have diversified their audience.
I would say maybe Fire Blazin', but because he has a lock on like the brown scene in Toronto, so he's booked from weddings until like 2027, bro.
Diversified the audience.
You know what I mean?
There's a guy named DJ Molly. He just does Chinese weddings. This guy charges racks per wedding, and he's the go-to guy. Obviously, it's seasonal, but he supplements it with other club DJ things and stuff. So like, I could see him making over 6 figures.
But you guys just both mentioned diversified audience to people.
Maybe Soca Prince as well, because he does all those fetes at Rebel and stuff. So
Peter Cash probably at one point.
You have to be able to, yes, you have the urban crowd, but you also tapped into this crowd, like the South Asian crowd, or, I have the urban crowd and these people, you know what I'm saying? You have to have an and some to be 6 figures.
To bring it back to rappers, do you think a man like YG is making 100 bands a year off music alone?
No, off of music. Hell fucking no.
Do you think at one point at his peak he was?
Maybe at his peak, 100 bands, still no, but at least close enough to maybe 50, 60 bands.
And I will be honest, like the amount of money they're making is also offset by their expenses. You gotta get like the chains, the clothes, you're paying for studio time,
is
music
100
videos.
bands.
So
one watch is like 350 bands, some of the watches these guys are wearing, bro.
So you're saying 100 band plan has to change to 50 band plan?
He has to change to like 1,000,000 band plan, bro.
Yeah, he just needs a better plan.
You know what I'm saying?
100 is not enough.
And this is no disrespect to him. I'm just saying this is all Toronto rappers. Don't, like, I understand it's easier said than done, but don't create a ceiling, because you have to go to America to take it to the next level, especially for the type of rap that they do. If they're doing classified style rap, then they can stay in Canada and accumulate those audience, diversify their audience, no problem. But if you're going to be a drill rapper, you're going to need America.
Or UK.
Or the UK.
So, okay, do you think Northside Benji makes over 6 figures?
No. No.
And
You just have to be realistic.
And making $50,000-$60,000 a year off your art, that is not unsuccessful. That's an amazing thing. People don't make that off their day jobs.
Yeah.
So if you could do that, but like you said, they have a certain lifestyle that they have
Mans
to
don't
match
want
up
that,
to.
bro. They're like, yo, that's waste. So what? You make $50,000 a year? Like, bro, I don't leave my house. All I do is freaking write rhymes.
Exactly.
But imagine like that's your legit income that you claim, and then you have a whole side cash stream, whatever that is, whether it's legal or illegal. Then you're kind of up, because you're like, okay, like I have this like almost like a laundering type of situation where it's like I have a legitimate business
to take care of your expenses, and then all the cash you play with.
Exactly. Yeah. So I did say 150 just because like that seems like you could live off way less.
Yeah.
But I'm saying to kind of be like semi-successful, probably in like the upper middle class or
yeah,
whatever.
drive nice car, have the get the girls with the BBLs. You can't just be like a 50,000 a year nigga, dog.
I was about to say though, like we're about to be 30. I think under like 28 to like 31, the average man is only making like 40 bands, 50 bands. You know what I mean? Like if that. So like a lot of the times young men think they're behind or they think that they're not doing as well, and then they don't realize that you're actually probably doing even better than most people.
Yeah,
it's true, and it's also about the lifestyle you want to live. Like, do you want to have a vehicle? Do you want to own a house? Are you renting? Are you staying with your rents? Are you staying with a friend? Or like you got a girl situation? Like, but man, like now that you put it in perspective, yo, it's hard out here for anyone trying to be a rapper, bro. Like, it's almost like, I don't want to say it's not worth it, but you're
better off.
It seems like it's not worth it, bro.
Like what you mentioned before, and we'll get off of this topic, but what you mentioned before, like, oh, maybe you could be a YouTuber and all that. Not everybody can do that, but you're better off if you can do that. Like, you have another skill that you can add on to the rapping, like another content skill.
Exactly.
Because if you're just depending on the rap alone, and then trying to pretend like you're richer than everybody else, the jig is up, bro. We know that you ain't got money. Kai got more money than you.
Yeah, and if you are a YouTuber, there is a bigger chance of a company paying you $10,000 a month to be your sponsor.
Yes.
Whether it's a gambling company or whatever. And then you got your 100 bands right there, plus your YouTube, plus your music, right? So I think alone off rap music or drill music, it's kind of hard. I could see like a folk singer making 100,000 just doing like local shows every night, having a residency, doing weddings.
Yeah.
Like they could make 6 figures a year, I think.
Yeah, because they're doing something that can be done every night and people can like take that. Nobody wants to hear a drill rapper every night in the same venue.
Bro, I'll make this quick. I DJ'd a wedding the other day. And then there was this dance group. They're like Latina salsa dancers or whatever. Bro, I think they charged at least a 2 bands for this. But their set was 15 minutes long. They gave me the song. They're like, oh, this is our song we dance to. I played the song. What they do, they dance for like 3 minutes. It's like in the center, they have their choreography. And for the rest of the 15 minutes, they go around, they get the guests to come on the dance floor. Then they just like dance with the guests and stuff.
That's sick.
And I'm like, yo, that's kind of a finesse. Where like, you have a 3-minute choreography, but you're charging them for 20 minutes. And then for like the 15 minutes, you're just dancing with the guests.
They could do that in the same venue all week long.
Literally.
Every night. Same routine.
Yeah.
Different weddings, different people, different events. I'm like, that's mad smart.
And even I think you did, might have been like a half Chinese wedding, and they had the lion dance. And I did a half Chinese wedding. They had the same lion dance group. These guys perform for 10 minutes. They're interacting with the crowd. They're like in the costume. They have these drummers. They probably charge like 3-4 bands for that like 20 minutes or whatever.
I guarantee all of them are richer than the average Toronto rapper.
And they go to they might do 2 weddings in a night.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just off of those performances, they're all making way more money than the average
My
Toronto
advice
rapper.
to Toronto rappers, start a photo booth company, do something that's like vendor based on the side, maybe, you know what I'm saying? And then use your music as a way to like leverage yourself into these networks where they'll be like, oh, we like your music. Oh, you have a photo booth? Like, I'd love to have friggin' Casper's photo booth company in my thing or whatever.
Diversify the content, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. Diversify the content. But yeah, welcome home, 100-band plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, stay out of trouble, brother. There's these new artists that I saw on Reddit, but it wasn't the artist that stood out to me. I'll play a little bit of the video. Maybe you guys could put me, who are these guys? Didn't even put the name of the artist.
Complain this life worth living, but I don't feel the same. Wish I could tell CeeLo we did it. Count the bands, do the money dance. I set up plays in France, 100K soon as it lands. I ain't regular.
Oh my God, they're doing balloons, bro.
This is what stood out to me.
Ready for the road.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Roll ready, ready for the road.
Right, and salute to the artist. Right, I'll find out his name and give him some credit on the video, or I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably forget. But yeah, that's what stood out to me. I'm like, wait a minute. This is Toronto rappers, and mans are doing it's nitrous, right? So they're doing that over here too. This is how far it spread.
Bro, it is an epidemic in Toronto, bro.
Have you guys seen people do this in public?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Wow.
Multiple times. We DJ'd a party.
I was about to say.
And it's big in the East African community. I'm going to keep it a buck. Like Habeshas, Somalis, bro, there are some shisha lounges and stuff. You go, everyone's doing it, bro.
So wait a minute. Okay. But give me, paint this out for me. Man's with their, shisha pipe and then a balloon in the other hand.
Not even a shisha pipe.
So the shisha
People
pipe gone.
are just walking around holding balloons whole night.
What?
I'm like, at first I was confused because I didn't know what was going on. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, everyone's decorating. Everyone's helping out. Hey, I rate it.
It's a party in here.
I'm like, yo, your friends are actually mad helpful, bro.
Yeah.
And then I see man's putting the balloon to their lips and inhaling, and I'm like, hold on. This is that. But Kanye was doing it. Uzi was doing it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I do feel like that kind of helped make it more popular.
Yeah, but they weren't doing it in the balloons at first. They were doing it. I remember there was some point in time when all these rappers were putting cans on top of their heads and stuff like that.
It was like a whipped cream canister.
Yes.
Like they would have the nitrous battery and they would shake it and like I don't know how they would actually.
So it evolved to balloons. And the thing is, I was watching a No Jumper video months ago, right? From actually Adam put together like a really good piece on this shit. I'll play a clip of it.
Shit in the cars with balloons and shit like that. I ain't seen ain't no businessman doing that shit. Stop doing that shit.
But as we approached our deadline on this video, we ended up making contact with an even more disturbing cast of characters in this drug-fueled saga. They go by the Nas Girls. Although they have yet to become handicapped as a result of abusing nitrous like what happened to Orlin, these girls have taken nitrous consumption to a whole new level. We actually got a close-up look at one of the many hazards of using nitrous when one of the Nas girls collapsed in our store, almost smashed her head on the ground, which is one of the many ways that you can die or become injured as a result of nitrous.
Chugga drop.
See how they cloud it before they put it into their mouth? Oh, and there's the can.
Yep. By the way, 100% legal.
Like in March, she didn't want a nausea with me. She wanted a nausea with someone else. And then she got put on with them. And I was like, really, bitch? You're not going to nausea with me? You're fake for that. Literally. All of a sudden, you want to hit the tanks now? Like.
Okay, and these girls are like fairly attractive, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
For now.
So the gal them as man them out the outside boys, right?
Girl them are doing it too.
You
fam.
guys see girls doing this?
Pretty girls.
Super idiot thing. I'm like, wait, what is? And then like,
yo, what the fuck?
Yo, you see the man looking fresh. You see, I'm like, okay, he looks like a guy still. Then he pulls out a balloon. I'm like, that's a big man. Are you just walking around with balloon and like?
Yeah, like,
oh, I'm so shocked, man.
You know, like when I sometimes in the club, you know, I want to roll it. You know, you roll your spliff in your hand. You know what I mean? Like when you hold your spliff, you feel like a guy. I just don't understand, like walking around with a balloon, feeling like a guy. You're inhaling. Is this crazy?
Have you ever tried it?
No, I've never.
Have you?
I'm just finding out that this is a thing.
I tried this many years ago.
For real. How does it feel?
I don't want to say this to like promote it, but it was like physically, it was one of the like best sensations I've ever felt. But it only lasts for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds.
Really?
And then you come down, and that's why they constantly huff it. And I remember like they called it like Nangs back in the day. And it was like some like white boy, like Hamilton type ish, you know?
Yeah.
So my boy in university, he was from Hamilton. So he showed it to me. And as soon as like I felt it, I felt like amazing. Like it was the best feeling ever. I'm laughing on the inside, laughing on the outside, and then it goes away. I reached to like go do it again. He's like, yo, chill. Like this is how people get addicted, you know? Like smoke a bogey, like relax for a second.
He saved your life right there.
He did, because after that day, I never did it. Because I realized, I'm like, this must be what crack feels like. Like, I could see someone just giving up their life just to chase that high.
That's crazy.
And there are people who lose their lives to this.
I was going to say that, like, and I do want to give some grace to the people. Like, there's a lot of people that are going through trauma. You know what I mean? Where we are at in the economy, like, every day is stressful, bro. So you have to pay your bills. Everything's expensive. Certain man, them not getting a girl. Certain girl not getting a man. You know what I mean? So everyone is, like, in a sense of this like hyper depression. So some people are, you know, some people, me, I smoke my spliff and then all my worries, I'm cool, I'm calm for the day. But some people, they have other vices. Some people drink too excessive, you know what I mean? So I do understand somebody trying a balloon and then feeling this this happiness, this
euphoric.
immense, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then saying like, yo, like I don't want to go back to stress. I don't want to go back to depression.
Yeah, let me feel that again.
And it's such a heightened feeling that like other drugs pale in comparison. So let's say you were a guy that you just balled up. And now you're like on nitro. You don't want to ball. That ball up is like so weak
like,
compared to like this sensation.
Yeah.
These guys will do it every day. They will spend all their money on it. I think you like drain your spinal fluid with it.
Yep.
Like
Jesus.
people develop like kind of like paralyzation from like the feeling of just doing it constantly.
Damn.
It changes you, bro. I've witnessed one of my homies do it in front of me, and I told him, yo, you're a bucket, bro. Like you act like his whole demeanor changed and he was loving it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and he was loud and he was this and his that and he was feeling these great sensations, but outwardly it was like, bro, like I can't even recognize you.
look
Like that's not
crazy.
even you, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's something else, you know?
So let me ask you guys, because you guys, you know, I'm glad you guys clarified this because you guys are outside collecting the data. I'm an old head. I'm in my house now. You know what I'm saying? So I need y'all to let me know what's happening in these streets. Why is it the first time I'm only seeing in a music video now if this has been going on?
I think maybe it's becoming a little more publicly popular because this is big. I don't know who this artist is. He might be East African because I swear like it is a big thing in the East African community.
He looks East African.
Yeah, like Habesha, Somali, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing right now, bro. Like,
And it's because like culturally it wasn't appropriate to do this in rap videos. Like heroin is a super popular drug, but you don't see man shooting up in music videos and things. You know what I mean?
Until it does.
and by the way, like I said earlier, this is 100% legal. So let's say a cop sees you with these canisters in your whip or like walking around, they can't do anything. You can legally buy these canisters like online or in stores.
That's this balloon stuff.
They
no?
sell them at like certain lounges and stuff. So it's like almost like a bottle service, like canister service. Like,
shit.
Man, they're selling them at these places and letting people do them at these places. And then everyone there is just doing balloons, bro.
Hold on, break this down. So, because it's basically just like the stuff that you can like helium and stuff that you can put in balloons, right?
I don't think it's helium. It's nitrous oxide.
Okay, but you can go buy the nitrous oxide at it, whatever you buy.
Essentially,
it from,
yeah.
right?
Canadian Tire. I don't know.
Canadian
there's
Tire.
like a certain brand.
I didn't put it in the fucking bar, bro.
I don't know if they're legally supposed to do that. And I don't know if I just snitched, but
Yo,
I want
that's
people to
crazy.
not do this. So like, yeah, that's what they're doing, bro.
Because I was gonna say that when you do drugs, especially these kind of drugs, it ruins your relationship with dopamine. You know what I mean? And then now all of a sudden you don't feel happiness the right way. Like
your
Bro,
serotonin's off.
Yo, to me, like when I cross something off my to-do list, like the responsibility I feel like that is way better than like any kind of drug I could do. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, yo, you know, like I set my mind to something, I had a goal and I did it. Like that I feel like an adult. I feel like a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of the times we have to kind of chase those highs as well, like like the high of responsibility. And I don't mean to sound like some Karen or whatever, you know, but like I want to put that out there as well. That like, you know, sometimes when you get something done, that's even a better euphoric feeling than like the drugs or you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think because we chase instant gratification, that instant dopamine, people don't want to do that sort of prolonged task to be like, okay, if I work on this for this long, I'll feel this. Where it's like, I could just hit this balloon once and all my problems go away for 20, 30 seconds. Oh, and I'm around some baddies. Oh, and I'm around some cool people. And it's a community. That's the thing. Like, maybe the reason why I never got addicted to it is because I just did it with one of my homies. If I was in a lounge and it's like cool people and I see like some sweet East African girls and like maybe like dudes who you respect doing it.
Yeah.
And everyone's like kind of cool about it. Like when we went to that party, everyone seemed like normal. It didn't look like a bunch of buckets doing it. It was like swaggy people, sweet girls. I seen a girl collapse in the kitchen and everyone just laughed. She was just laughing about it.
Bro, that's the thing that's scary because it's girls are like a lot of times, and I don't want to be the woman blamer, but girls are a lot of times the gateway for the man them, right? So it's like you're a bucket until you see a girl doing it. And then if the girl's like, try it, then it's like, all right, you know, for a lot of men, that'll be the reason they tried something for the first time.
Adam and Eve.
Right? Exactly. So when it comes to something like this, it's like, to me, it kind of looks dirty. It looks like bucket, like sniffing gas in the back of a in the back of the corner store type shit. But if a sweet girl is sniffing gas in the back of the gas station, now gets normalized, and now more people want to do it. That's what gets you scared, bro. It's like when the gal them start doing it, like the video I just showed you from No Jumper, when girls who are deemed attractive start doing these like low-level drugs, bro, we're in danger, fam.
But I think every drug, maybe save for like the super, super intense ones, like are popular with girls.
Yes, but like they've also been like put in a different pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Like girls will put a lot of guys on to doing coke, and it's like
Molly.
Yeah, Molly and all these Molly and all that's under designer drugs. You know what I mean? That even sounds a little bit more classy than like sniffing, or not sniffing, but huffing a balloon. That sounds like crackhead shit. Until the sweet girl is doing it, now it's not crackhead shit anymore.
It's trendy now. Same with 2C. You know 2C?
Yeah.
That's like a thing that's like new. So it's like if you do drugs anyways, it's kind of like it's like new hip hop. You listen to old hip hop, you're like, okay, what's the new songs that are out? Like, what are the new drugs that are out?
Yeah, but you get what I mean. If it's only the man them doing it, it can still be bastardized and be like, I don't know, it's still taboo. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as women start to help promote it, like, oh, we do it and we still look hot doing it. It's over, fam. Now we're going to get an epidemic on our hands. You're going to start seeing way more balloons popping up in music videos if the baddest IG baddie is doing a balloon too, bro.
Yes.
Because mans will follow, bro. They want to get the pums, and Shorty's doing the balloon, fam, and I'm a nerd not. I'm gonna if I'm a young impressionable youth, I'm gonna pick up the balloon. Look at Shorty with the big tits on, and she has a balloon in her hand. She's not looking at you like a loser for doing it.
Bro, you buy her a canister, you're the guy.
Yes.
You paid for a canister, now you two are sharing a canister together.
Instant puss.
You know what I'm saying? But it's the same with alcohol. It's the same with any sort of like drug that you can consume, right? Like it's harmful, but it feels cool or whatever. Like that's why people do stuff. And that's why I do think like, even though I don't ball up anymore, like balling up is like the healthiest drug in my opinion.
I think they look at people who ball up like, you guys are just skeens now. All you do is smoke and drink Hennessy. Loser.
Okay, Unk.
Yeah, all right. Old head, freaking boomer.
Boomer.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
boomer.
Go do some real drugs. But yeah, man, I just caught my attention. Yo, quick fast, I want to show you guys something, okay? This is how down bad our Toronto scene is. This is Torontology. Do you guys see what I put on the screen here? Dear Culture Vulture, Nicki Minaj post or whatever. Cool, we talk about this. We're a hip-hop podcast. We're not only a Toronto hip-hop podcast. This page is Torontology. We're running out of stories, broski.
Oh, Torontology posted the Nicki Minaj thing.
Yes. None of them girls are from Toronto, say shit about Toronto, give a fuck about Toronto. But we're getting so des on Toronto shit that Torontology has to cater to a Nicki Minaj Cardi B beef.
I have a question. Where's Dax from?
From Ottawa.
Okay, I was gonna say like for one of the most cringiest rappers of all time, he's putting up numbers still.
Yeah, he's popping. He's popping.
And didn't I remember when Drake dropped Back to Back? He was one of the co-producers on the beat. He used to go to a studio.
With Jude.
Jude and Terminal 6. Big up Jude, Terminal 16.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why are you bringing up Dax?
Nah, because I was going through TikTok the other day and like one of his songs went super viral for being bad. But I'm like, yo, when we talk about Toronto rappers, we don't talk about this guy, but he's from Ottawa.
He's an Ottawa rapper, and like he's not even like considered an Ottawa rapper. He's more considered like Tom McDonald. Like people think he's American. You know what I'm saying? But like, I know that there's other stories when you go through Torontology. There's other posts, but like when I saw this, it kind of disturbed me, bro. Because I'm like, who cares about? There's other subreddit for Nicki Minaj and Cardi B beef. You know what I'm saying? This shouldn't be the Torontology thing.
Because Torontology, like Reddit, it like has to stay to the topic, right? Like
pretty much. If it's the Chiracology, I'm not expecting to see two non-Chirac people freaking on posted on the page.
That's true.
Unless Chirac is running out of stories to talk about.
But to Torontology's defense, like when that whole thing happened with Charlie Kirk, like they were posting about it, right?
Yes.
So I do think they tried to maintain some sort of like global relevancy with their topics, and it's really to boost engagement. Like I saw that Nicki Minaj post had 16 comments, which is like pretty like decent for Torontology. Like
14 comments, 19 upvotes.
Yeah, so
right.
And then you look at like that YG Sav thing, or even right here, yeah, that only has, what is that, 0?
No,
This
3
one has
upvotes.
this one
5
has
upvotes.
11, and this is what, Top Molly.
Yeah, when they thought it was a video that resurfaced that looked like him with his ass up in the air. Like there's nothing, 100 band plan. This is a day ago. Like I'm down to this story already. You know what I'm saying?
How many comments does that have?
This one has 41 upvotes and 21 comments. So
That's pretty
there's
good.
people who are more interested in this because he's a Toronto rapper, right? Who just came home. That's news. Nicki and Cardi, and this is not, I'm not trying to diss Torontology. I'm just saying this is an indictment on the scene.
The scene is pretty boring though.
Fam, I pointed out the other day on 6 Trench, they had posted Cardi B stuff, and I'm like, has 6 Trench nothing to do with the 6?
Well, maybe it's just the rappers. 'Cause I was thinking about it, like the Toronto TikTok lives have been going crazy though. Like all the drama and the beefs going on there. You know what I mean?
Explain. Because I'm not up on it, bro. I'm not on TikTok. I don't go scrolling through TikTok. So what's happening there? Like Toronto wise?
What's the name again?
Tin Man?
Yeah, yes. Tin Man. Shout out to Tin Man, rest in peace and condolences, to the child. But so I started tapping in from there, you know what I mean? Because she was going through that, and then I guess her man is Trizzy, who does his TikTok lives as well, and then he was in the bin.
Yeah.
But then like he got, I guess, released so he could go to the funeral, but then he pulled up with his people and started causing a commotion.
There was a fight at the funeral.
Damn. And this is all different posts on TikTok about this lore.
She was like live streaming about it, so it was like a story time type thing.
Okay.
And then Icy Springer picked up the story. And then from there, like, I guess a bunch of baby moms are just trying to tell their stories, so they're going live. And then baby moms are cussing other baby moms. Yelling them are cussing, yelling them for sleeping with each other's man. And
hold on, but these are not content creators. These are just people making content.
They are essentially content creators.
Yeah, because Tin Man, like, I would consider her a content creator because, like, these girls, they just go on live and they chat. You know what I mean?
Right.
But a lot of them are making money from it. You know what I mean? So
you're telling me that, and to sum this all up, that the content guys that are just not even making like videos, IRLs and stuff like that, they're just talking shit about people's baby moms and stuff, are getting more traction than the rappers?
They're beefing. They're going back and forth.
You know what's interesting? You know how our Toronto scene got popularized by like Oppie music? Our content scene is getting popularized by like baby mama drama and like that type of genre of content. And it is booming though. Like Icy Springer's lives will always have multiple people on it. There's always some sort of story time, someone getting exposed.
I'm watching.
Someone contacting him to be like, yo, this person did this person did that.
Yeah.
And
he had to dissect something. You know what I'm saying?
So at least there is engagement. And it's almost like the content creators are going to say the same thing that like the Mesquite rappers say, where it's like, oh, well, we spend time making real genuine content, it only gets 15 views. But when we do baby mama drama, it gets this many views, And it's just like a cycle.
And there's also the other guys like K Showtime, Almighty Kishka, and different guys like that.
Smoke Ash,
LeBron
like,
Smith.
Yeah, like these guys are doing numbers on stream. Like freaking Kishka was at the one of Kai Cenat's streams. Like, I think it might be the move right now. Like, I'm not trying to tell rappers to quit. Keep doing your thing. Hold on, give me a camera, Jake. Keep doing your thing, guys. Okay, don't give up on your dreams, but become a streamer too. Because bro, I'm looking at those guys and I'm like, you guys look like you're having way more fun than the average rapper, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What's that YouTuber's name? I interviewed him, the Somali one. He's been here before. Your True Captain.
Your True Captain.
Did you see his disco rapper parody? That was actually funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to him. You guys should check that out.
And his channel does great. Yeah, he has like 550,000 subscribers. Like if he was a rapper, I don't know if he'd be doing that good.
I was about to say, so now that I think about it, I don't think the Toronto scene is dead. It's just the Toronto rap scene is dead.
But isn't rap dead in general? Like, I know that's like a blanket statement, and obviously some people are gonna be like, no, it's still very like alive and well. But just like the popularity of rap isn't where it was maybe like pre-COVID.
I don't think that because I say this every week. Jid dropped a fire project. Freddie Gibbs. Chance dropped a comeback project, and man's are rock with him. Man's on tour right now and stuff. So I think that this was a great. The second half of the year was amazing for rap. So I don't think that rap is like
But
I got a little pushback.
statistically, isn't it less than it was before?
Yes, because what you said, like there's a lot of good quality that came out this year as opposed to other years, but the consumption has been way lower than it used to be. Like I had that stat that I was watching on Spotify. There was only 4 people in the whole global charts in hip hop. Like good quality music came out, Jid, the clips, all that stuff, but are they being consumed on a level that they're doing 1 million $1 million sales in the first week like Taylor Swift?
I think it was just because before, like, there was because of the SoundCloud era, there was like so many rappers like Lil Xan, Lil Pump, Lil Perp, Smoke, all these like random guys that are just going viral off their rap songs.
Yeah.
So I feel like that kind of skewed the numbers a little bit to make rap seem it was bigger than it was. Because a lot of those mans weren't even rapping, let's be honest.
Yeah. And now to do like 250,000 the first week is a super W in rap.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like I just seen Taylor Swift do like 2.7 million in 24 hours, bro.
Exactly. And Young Thug, he's only going to do about like what, 50, 60,
something like that.
So,
and that's supposed to be like a kind of a W for him. Like we're kind of basing our W's off of way lower standards than rap used to be once upon a time. So I don't know if like all around, like when it trickles back down to us as a local scene, like we're gonna hurt, bro, if like nobody's consuming rap on a wide scale.
Yeah, I think that's what we're seeing. And I think the increased consumption of content, whether it's like YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, now we're able to showcase our creators, and we have some pretty good creators in the city.
Yeah. Listen, I just wanted to point that out. It just kind of threw me for a loop when I saw that. I was like, what is this doing on Torontology? It's such a weird post. Couple of more things I have before we get out of here. This Thorobread, I did a documentary on him a while back, right? Toronto rapper Thorobread. And he was involved in that whole kidnapping that happened with the lady El Nash Ash Tahir, right? And he was arrested in the state somewhere. I forgot what state he was arrested in. They caught another person because there was multiple people that were on that kidnapping that happened. In Richmond Hill, they said it happened. They caught another guy in Texas, but ICE caught him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, it's serious in America, bro. If you're trying to go on the run and you're trying to go to America, might not be a good idea.
Suspect has been arrested in Texas who is wanted in connection with an attack on a Richmond Hill woman who has been missing since 2022. Police say Elnaz Hajtamiri was attacked and struck with a frying pan in a parking garage in Richmond Hill back in December of 2021. According to investigators, the suspects fled in a vehicle and the woman was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Less than a month later, police said Hajtamiri was abducted from Osage Beach home by 3 suspects. She has not been seen since, and investigators believe that she is dead. Her ex-boyfriend, Mohammed Lilo, is charged with first-degree murder. A U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, released this video of the arrest of 25-year-old Sukhpreet Singh of Mississauga. He was arrested in August and was sent back to Canada this week. Singh has been identified as a suspect in the parking garage attack on Hajtamiri. Several other suspects, including Lilo, were identified by police in that attack. Singh is charged with aggravated assault and conspiracy to commit an indictable offense.
So the man abducted his ex-girlfriend?
Well, he's one of the people in the crew that was responsible or allegedly responsible for the abduction of her, right? They said in the thing, because I explained this in the documentary, that they went over to her crib dressed as police.
And like, okay, are you hoping your bedroom kidnap his shawty?
No.
There's something more to the story.
There has to be some sort of like monetary gain attached to this. Like, I don't know if she was making them money, if, you know, they're tied to some sort of like criminal enterprise.
It's some Mario Luigi type. Yo, my shawty's over there. My browser's fam. You have to help me go get it. I don't want to make jokes about it.
No, that's different. If your shorty got abducted and we had to like unabduct her, then like, okay, I'm gonna help the man them, you know? But if it's like, no, you need help abducting this shorty, like, if that's something you want to do, which I don't agree with, like, you got to do that on your own, brother.
Every video I see of ICE, I don't know who's putting these videos together, but it looks like, these mans are always like running down somebody.
Yes.
Like, remember like Dog the Bounty Hunter type thing? It reminds me of those type of shows. Like, they're always on it. You know what I mean?
Part of the training is you got to make sure to run a 100 yards in 40 seconds.
Fast. They're always, I haven't seen them walk yet.
Yeah. You're in shape, bro.
If you're like a former white football player, they recruit you to be on ice.
Didn't they recruit the homeboy from Superman as an ICE agent?
Henry's Cavill?
No, the guy, the younger guy who kind of looks Hawaiian or whatever. I forget his name, bro. But like he played he was in the Superman TV series.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
If Superman is running me down, y'all got it, bro.
Yeah, man, bro. But it's crazy because like you would think like off of the documentary I did, when they caught up with Thorobread, it was just I don't know, I forgot the ATF or whatever that caught up with him, right? The feds caught up with him. These guys, he thought he can get away. He probably was in America for a while, and now you got deported, basically. It wasn't the police that caught up to you. It was police, but it was like immigration agents.
So it's like they would have deported him regardless if he was a criminal in Canada or not. Like they just deported him on some, you're not supposed to be here. Oh, and you happen to have been involved with an abduction.
Oh, bingo. You know what I'm saying? Twofer.
Damn.
But doesn't this kind of like help the argument of like you know what I mean? Because like, everything, if they're running down people and these people happen to be like committing like murders and
He was
stuff,
a criminal.
You know what I mean? It's like, what's the outrage and stuff? Oh, I don't know. That's just how I'm seeing
Yeah,
it.
if you're
did
Trump,
have charges.
if you're Trump, you're like, we caught Supreet Singh. He was a criminal in Canada.
Yes.
We caught him illegally.
Points, bro. If I'm Trump or if I'm a Republican, I'm displaying this guy that, yes, this is why ICE works, because we caught this guy. He's in Canada kidnapping bitches and shit. Like, what the fuck?
What was
Get
his
him
name?
out of here.
What was his name again?
Something Preet Singh or
Supreet
something.
Singh?
You know what I mean? Like,
all right?
I don't even have to say more than his name.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't want to be that guy, but this is ICE is kind of working. I'm not saying I don't want to see people separated from their families and ripped away, but like, bro, it's working.
ICE would be too easy in Canada. Like they would just go into like a Tim's or like one of these like private colleges. It's like, oh, you guys out.
Yeah.
When the liberals say, oh, he's separated from his family and stuff, it's like, okay, so like, I could just go to a next country and then like, because I had a youth, I'm like, I could stay here for the rest of, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that's not a huge basis to stand on.
Listen, man, I gotta say again, sometimes shit works that people don't like, bro. You know what? Just staying on ICE for a second, because you mentioned the Super Bowl earlier, right? And Bad Bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
He go hard.
They're saying that ICE agents might be at the Super Bowl.
Definitely.
Wow, it's like Bad Bunny's bait to get all these like illegals to pull up to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Tailgating outside.
Yeah, and part of the whole thing with him too is like a statement, right? Because he's been anti ICE and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, he said he's not performing in America for his tour because he doesn't want ICE to pull up. And that's another thing. How come he could say that, oh, I don't want to perform in America because I don't want ICE to pull up? And then that's like, oh, no, we rate you for that. We rate you for that. So then when like he's pulling up to the Super Bowl and ICE says, okay, we're going to be there too. Oh, no, outroar. You kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. You guys think he was the right choice for the Super Bowl?
I think so.
He's a great artist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do think he promotes androgyny at best, maybe transgenderism. Like I seen picture of this guy like in a full-on dress and like wig and stuff, right? So like he's obviously being used by the powers that be. I still like his music.
Yeah.
And America is super Latino now. Like there's a lot of Latinos
Not
in America.
now. It's been like that.
Yeah, you know? And I don't like the argument where people are like, it's an American game. We should have an American singer and
Isn't
stuff.
Puerto Rico in America?
One.
Yes.
And is he Puerto Rican?
Yeah, he's Puerto Rican. And two, it's like, even if he's not performing in English, like his music is just good. Like you should be able to appreciate good music in any language.
I do understand them wanting an American to perform, but he is American. So like,
no, English, like an English speaking American, or like not like just like an artist that people, the fans would understand more.
Yeah.
The white fans really.
yeah. Well, like Taylor Swift said no, bro. Adele said no. Like your favorites said no. So we're going to go to the other favorites because Who else could really headline a Super Bowl if it's not Chris Brown?
Drake. He turned it
Drake
down.
said no beer times.
Yeah.
I can imagine some of the racist white fans be like, we'd rather a black dude than this guy. I mean, come on, man. At least let him be American.
Yeah, but some people will probably say that. Hey, we'd rather the Kendrick show. A lot of people might be going for like hot dogs and beers and stuff like that when the halftime show's going on.
But imagine like you've been like a diehard Super Bowl like fan your whole life. 1 year you get Kendrick. The next year, Bad Bunny. And if you're
What
like
happened to the game I love?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what happened to the country? They're taking over. This is blatant.
Do you think the
Yeah.
Super Bowl is trying to like diversify or cater to a new audience? Because
Definitely.
basketball did that when they went to China and they went to Euro and all that stuff.
Football is distinct from basketball in the sense that it is a very American game. Like other countries, they don't play American football.
Mm-hmm.
Like basketball is played globally. You know, it's a global sport. Like NFL is like American.
No, I'm not trying to say they're trying to get athletes to be diversified, but don't you think they want like a more diverse audience for ratings and stuff, people to view?
Maybe for the viewership, and maybe they found that like the numbers were lower over the last few years. So like, okay, we're guaranteed to get these Latinos. Maybe
It was
in
higher for the Kendrick
Mexico,
though.
It was higher for Kendrick, but like
Yeah.
even prior to that, like it was like they were shaking it, you know?
They might even be thinking like, okay, people are going to watch for the game regardless, but if we get another subsect to watch just for the show, you know what I mean? They might stay to watch the second half of the game.
Or even just increase ad revenue because there's just going to be more eyes.
Yeah, and I'll add this also with Jay-Z and the Rock Nation running the thing. This is supposed to be their last year, but they apparently, and this is just what I heard, they got renewed for another 5 years. So
Wow.
they did something right.
I can see that because we have been speaking about the Super Bowl halftime shows, like they have been spectacles for the
Yeah.
past few years, ever since Jay-Z has taken over.
Yeah. So it's a good look, man.
Wait, first year he did Dr. Dre, right?
Yeah, it was the Dr. Dre
Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg. That was his first year?
I think so.
And then Kendrick.
No, then it was Rihanna.
The Weeknd.
Did he do the Weeknd also?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. That was the year before Kendrick.
Okay, yeah, and then Kendrick, and then now.
And now Bad Bunny.
Because he had it for 5 years.
I think so.
Mud.
Yeah.
I mean, he that's a pretty good roster if you
Yeah.
think about it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, like what artists maybe the Super Bowl fans would have preferred, like Morgan Wallen. Like, you know, like I think maybe that's kind of like the vibe where it's like this is deeper than just like, oh, it's Bad Bunny. It's
Yeah.
This is like we are in their mind, we are losing our white nation.
No, they got to go back white, man. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to be a caper for the whites and all that stuff, like, or whatever, but like, enough's enough after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do exist too. Morgan Wallen and all those guys, they got music out. Like, after year, they keep on saying, like, okay, we're going to get another, like, person of color to do the thing.
But your people aren't trying to do it. Like I said, Taylor Swift said no.
This is
Adele
true.
said, all the top man said no. We're not going to get Morgan Smith. What's his name? Wallen
Morgan
Smith.
Wallen? No, he's a
He's a
superstar.
guy. But didn't he just come out like a few years ago?
Yeah, but it's
Or
other
like
whites.
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
Nah, bro. Nah, dog.
I don't know.
Or who's that guy?
Post
that's-
Malone.
No, Teddy Swims.
Teddy Swims.
Post Malone, I'd rate that one. Post
Yeah.
Malone could go on.
Yeah,
No,
he has a
but-
lot of songs.
Just to cape for the whites a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are not picking none of them. And if Rock Nation's in charge for another 5 years, I guarantee they're going to put on at least 1-2 whites for the next few years, bro. They got to balance it out, bro.
They have to.
That's
What-
just unfair after a while, bro.
Well, okay, you go.
No, I was gonna say like what whites would Rock Nation select?
They got to figure it out. Somebody.
Easy.
No.
I will boycott that one. That's worse than anyone.
They have to go like country just to at least show that, like, yo, we're keeping it fair and balanced. I know we're coming from a deficit. You know, white people have been running shit forever, whatever. Give us a chance too. But if you make it too much on one side, people are going to start noticing that and they're going to revolt, bro.
The Macklemore Ryan Lewis show. I'm gonna pop some tags.
I was gonna say Ed Sheeran, but the fact that he's a Brit.
When I was 15, I found out that I was. I'm not gonna spit the bar.
I'm glad you didn't.
Like, it got to be somebody who's like super out of hip hop, bro. Like, I know they tried. They if Taylor Swift said yes, bro, they would have been like, okay.
But
That would
why
have
would
these
it-
people down.
She literally is married to an NFL player. She single-handedly increased that team's viewership. Why would she not do it?
I ain't got
The
time for that
bag.
shit.
Because remember don't the artists they don't get paid for the Super Bowl? They have to pay into it or something like that?
They don't get paid. I know they don't get paid. I don't know about the paying into it, but I know they don't get paid for the show.
Because I think Rihanna invested or whatever, like almost $1 million or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you have to go to like practice.
Yeah, because
gotta
don't
go
you
to
have
rehearsal.
you have to create the show? Like you have to pay for the production, the dancers, everything.
Bro, I sold
Oh, what the
2.7 million records in friggin' 24 hours. I don't care about the Super Bowl, bro.
Maybe she's like, I don't have time.
I'm up.
But you know who'd be a good white act for Rock Nation to hire? Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
He is Canadian,
That
but
would go mad. That would go mad.
That can work. And he's white.
Bro, I don't think he's. Is he? Okay, what's the word I'm looking for? Is he coherent enough for that? I don't want to say coherent. Like, could he fulfill a duty like that, a contract like that?
Yeah, because that's not Coachella. Coachella is different than friggin' the Super Bowl. A million cameras at once on you and all that. You're gonna have to do proper choreography. Like Kendrick was telling the camera to come towards him and shit like that. Like
you have to go to rehearsal.
Yeah.
You can't do the Frank Ocean where, the last day we're gonna switch up the whole set.
Nah.
Don't bring the rink in anymore.
Nah, you gotta be doing months of rehearsal probably.
But you think they should have? It's not like they always had white acts. Like they've had a lot of black acts over the years.
Yes, but I'm just saying since like a black man like with Jay-Z and Rock Nation took over, they've had it so leaning on people of color that they're gonna piss off middle America eventually. If Beyonce does it next year, somebody's gonna throw something at her, bro.
Yeah, but Beyonce already did it like twice already, right?
Yeah, but like if they put another black person on the stage, and listen, I'm cool with it. But I'm just saying, you're gonna piss Vern off in the season, gonna be like, again, more of these niggas. Boom, throw something on the stage.
Well, I think what is becoming very evident, and I think a lot of people in America are waking up to this, is whatever group is in charge. I'm not gonna say who it is.
Oh, sorry, I got you. Oh, my bad. I'm late.
I'm not gonna say who because we don't know.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
But that group is promoting. This is gonna sound mod, but like they've been promoting race mixing through media control, as well as just like the destabilization of whatever white America was before. So you're gonna have the liberal whites who are like totally for this. Like, if anything, never hire another white act again. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're gonna have that, and then you're gonna have the other whites who are kind of like, we kind of see this as like a bigger play. That might increase their hatred for these groups. Like they might be like, oh, Bad Bunny, these Latinos. Like they're probably gonna say like
all this immigration.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
just balancing it out. I'm not saying like cater and buck for the white man or whatever, but like, all right. I'm entertained. I'm satisfied with the amount of acts. Like I've gotten all of my favorites over the last few years. I'm okay with just having Morgan Wallen and I go to the washroom or go outside for a smoke or something during that time. I'm okay.
And I think in the same way that when a country hosts an Olympics, it's supposed to showcase their culture. I feel like the Super Bowl has kind of been that for America. But now what you're seeing is the showcase of America is much more diverse than it was before. So now you're kind of showing the world that like, this isn't even like a white country like that anymore.
Yeah.
And that could be like a good thing or a bad thing. Depends who you ask.
If Burna Boy performs next year at Super Bowl, they're going to burn the stadium down, bro. They're going to be like, enough!
Like, I will burn a boy if I see Burna Boy.
No more. Jeez, wear some white skin.
I do think non-Americans could do it because The Weeknd did it. He's not American, right?
We're close though. Like I feel like we get away with it.
Yeah.
We do have CFL here.
And it's another black guy. Another black guy on the stage, man. Come on, man. What about us?
Like, he's Ethiopian.
But I think the Rihanna show was pretty universal.
I guess.
Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Everyone loves Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
Eminem was there, bro.
Eminem was there too.
Eminem was like,
he's a black guy.
Nah, but the whites, when they see Eminem,
that's
it gets
Jesus
them fired
to them,
up.
Bro. That's Jesus to them.
It's like, finally, some real music.
They stop from going to get their beer. Wait a minute, Eminem's on.
We got a real rapper, finally.
Well, listen, man, salute to Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with it. I just like the controversy, bro.
I'm okay with it as well.
Yeah. I got one more thing for us. Speaking of all of these, population and stuff like that, we need more babies. You mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. There's a lack of births that are happening in the world, bro. this is why we're, obviously, like, I think we know this is why we're getting such a heavy immigration in Canada.
No man has youths here, like?
No.
Not that I know of.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're failures.
Yeah. And I'm the worst because I'm the oldest. You know what I'm
You should
saying?
have 8.
So, and people like myself, or I'm maybe kind of the exception, but a lot of people in y'all generation are not having youths. You guys are both, and salute to DJ Czar because it's going to be your birthday while people are watching this today.
Yes.
Let me give you an air horn there, man.
30 years old, no youths. And I just want to say, later on this week, it's also DJ Natural's birthday.
Jeez.
Come on.
So you guys are 30 years old.
This week.
No children, not married, right? Where back in the days, like back in my day or back in my parents' days and stuff like that, like people were married by that age with youths too.
When I think about when my pops was my age, he already had 4, 5, 6 youths, 2 baby. I don't want to put all this business out there, you know what I mean? But damn, bro. And I'm thinking, like, would I be able to like maintain that? But it's also a different time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But the thing is, and I'm gonna play a video here. That's the video that I had open before.
Okay.
We're using mass immigration to battle that problem. There's a lot of these countries in Asia, they're not cool with the immigration thing. So they're just not having kids and their society's dying because they're not increasing and they're not accepting new people from other countries. They're super against it.
Like Japan, Korea.
Japan, all of those places. Thank you.
24, the country saw the first increase in births for a long time, posting the average up from 0.72 to 0.75. There were also 14.9% more marriages that year. Korea is not quite as old as Japan, with 20% of the population being over 65, and it is certainly doing a lot to ensure it won't be as old as Japan in the future. And what about the USA's nemesis, China? For the US, China's population problem could mean the difference between first and second place in the global power stakes. Like Korea, China is spending some serious money to get its citizens producing offspring.
Watch this.
With current birth rates at just 1 or 1.2 children per woman, China is very concerned. If a 2024 UN report is correct, the country's 1.4 billion population could shrink to 1.3 billion by 2050 and 633 million by 2100. The Chinese are also masters of leaving. In the 1990s, millions moved abroad, and today about 10.5 million Chinese citizens live outside of the country. Tens of millions more left in recent decades. Yet inside China itself, only 0.1% of the population is foreign-born. Besides Singapore, all of the Asian nations on our list today make it very hard for foreign people to emigrate there and gain full citizen rights.
Right, and that's just like all of those different Asian countries. They mentioned Japan earlier before I started playing, where they're offering money for these people to get married. They had this whole thing on Valentine's Day that they were giving like free dinners and stuff like that for like people to link up. Like they're like forcing people to like, please date, go and have some kids, because it went from 2.1% to like 1.2%. You know what I'm saying? Or 1.2, not 1%, 2.1 children per woman. per family per woman to 1.2, bro.
Yeah, well, okay, this is what I think we have to keep in mind, right? Like the presence of modern ideology specifically targeted towards women, I think has made it more difficult for both men and women to start families. Now, obviously, it doesn't take much to actually get a girl pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And perhaps there's lower fertility rates with like, I don't know, more like exposure to like, I don't know, like heat or whatever, like Bluetooth signals. But most people, you know what I'm saying? The majority of people can have kids. So it doesn't take much to do that. But it's like, if you want to do it the right way, like we used to, these women, because of feminism, have been taught that path in life is equal to like oppression. You'll have a lot of women who think that choosing a domestic life as a wife is like getting rid of their freedom or their rights.
Ayesha Curry. Yep.
Look at Ayesha Curry. I didn't want kids.
Yeah.
Like, who do you think you are? Like, no one's bigger than the program at the end of the day. And like, this is what got us here, right? But I'm telling you, like, this is all devised by a certain group.
Oh shit, man. This group, bro.
Who is this group?
Zardy Kirk.
I'm joking.
Oh man.
That was bad.
But my whole point is that like with this ideology, with the education for women, targeting them and like influencing them. And then on the other side, like men, like we are more cautious because like we see the negative sides of marriage, the increase in divorce rates.
Yeah.
You know, everyone knows someone who's like a baby father who's in like a crazy situation with a BM. So like we are more hesitant, a lot of us.
Yeah.
That and well, I'll speak for out here. Like everybody's broke. Like nobody wants to be in a situation where they're raising children in extreme poverty and stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like back in the day, you could get a nice crib, you know, pay your little $1,500 a month. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you could have a blue collar job and still support a family. That is not happening today.
Yeah.
People are working 2-3 jobs and barely maintaining themselves, much less a whole family. You know, and even as a man, like you want to be able to be the breadwinner and things. So you're thinking like, okay, I have to pay for myself and pay for my shawty. Now I'm going to introduce another variable into the mix.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, even like me, as much as I would love to have youths, I'm being very cautious of one, who I have my youths with, because I don't want no like idiot BM.
Mm-hmm.
And two, like I want to make sure I'm secure financially, emotionally, all these things, so I can actually raise a healthy human.
So now, with all that being said, is it so bad to let you know a few people into the country? Because if the country is not growing from childbirth, we need population growth. That's the thing that needs to happen. And if we're not creating our own population growth, then what are we gonna do? Immigrate people.
But like, why does that have to be the solution? Like, big up to mans like Gaddafi, who they murked off. But when he was running things in Libya, basically, as soon as you get married, they give you land and they give you bread. So it's like, oh, you're starting a family here. You're going to be adding to the population and stuff. Let us help you. Instead of, in the West, they despise families, especially black families. They try to take the father out of the household.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to be a woman with kids? We'll give you money as long as the man is not there.
Incentive, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've listen, I used to date a girl that lived in a baby mama building. So she couldn't be with the guy to be able to live in that building for like $85 a month.
Yeah.
You
That's
have
like
to be broken
the
up.
condition. The only condition is that like you are by yourself.
Yeah.
And you're right. I do think single parenthood is almost promoted here because if you want that, well, they do give money if you have kids, even if you're with your partner. Like I think you get like $800 a month until like a certain age, and the more kids you have, the more money you make off that.
Yeah.
But the cost of having a kid, as well as the time consumption of both you and your partner going to work, it's not just a single earner anymore who's like going to work. Like, and now the kid is gonna be like neglected in some ways. Plus, you send your kid to school. You don't know what they're being brainwashed with over there. Like, we don't even trust the society that we have, but we don't have time to like actually like point the kid in the right direction. So I think with all those factors, people are like, yo, I don't want a kid. Like I can barely survive myself. Like I'm trying to be up.
And the gal them don't want to be like bogged down with no youths, bro. They want to go outside and have fun and be streamers. Like, look at this girl here. Right, TikTok influencer.
I was just thinking about this.
Says she's tired of being a mom and wants to get back to streaming and partying. I'm not going to be a mom no more.
I got beds. That's basically it, guys. I've just literally been living life. Honestly, not streaming feels so good, but I miss streaming so much. Like I miss going out to parties and streaming everything. So I think I'm gonna start collabing and start going out and start streaming, start going to California again. I think I've been a mother way too long. Like it's been like
We love
2
hip-hop.
months straight of me being a mom.
2 months.
I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna be a mom no more. I'm gonna start going out again. I'm gonna go out every weekend. So
every weekend is excessive.
Carrie, Jen, thank you so much.
We love hip-hop.
You know, this kind of reminds me of this quote I heard Andrew Tate say where it's like women are loyal to their emotions. Whereas like men, like we could be loyal to like a cause. We can be loyal to a country. We can be loyal to a person. Like we're a little more principled in our loyalty. Whereas like women are like, I don't want to say they're slave to their emotions because everyone is to an extent. But like this is exactly how she feels. And of course, like hormonally, she's probably going through like postpartum and like all this like stress.
Yeah.
Added to the fact that she wants to be the main character.
The main
Whereas
character.
I feel like you're like, that's the title for this episode.
I already wrote it a long time ago.
Like, I think back in the day, women were groomed to be like the best supporting cast you could be for a man. That's why when you go to these like third world countries and stuff, like there's honor in being a good wife and a good mother. Now it's kind of like, nah, you just got to be like the coolest you can be or whatever.
No, bro. Now, if you do that, you're in a niche. You're a trad wife.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's even a term for
There's
it.
a term for it, bro. And you're making stuff from scratch and making videos of you making your freaking peanut butter from scratch and stuff and taking care of your kids from home. I work from home, or I'm a wife that stays home. Like, that's a thing. Like, it's taboo almost.
Shout out those shotties. But I just want to respond to what she was saying in this clip. I don't think you have to separate being a parent and then doing your passion. Like, I don't think there's some like line you have to cross.
Yeah.
Especially once the child like kind of grows up a little bit, you know what I mean? And they could like kind of take care of themselves. You could take a few hours each day to do your stream. You could take a few hours to make your content and stuff. I don't think your life ends because you have a child.
Okay, but I have a question. When a woman has a child, should she lessen the frequency of her going out?
Well, it depends. It depends on how much she was going out before. Because if she was already only going out once a month, then like I don't think she has to lessen the frequency.
What if it was like twice a weekend?
Then
keep your ass in the house. You're a mom.
Like, you have to adjust your behavior.
Yes.
I think a lot of them, they don't want to do it because maybe they still see their friends who they used to go out with still partying, still going to these booths.
Yeah.
Oh, you were just on a yacht with these guys. I used to do that before I had this stupid kid.
Bro, should have told him to wrap it up, bro. Should have told him to wrap it up. Or listen, fam, I'm not outside anymore. But when I was outside, there was a lot of girls who won't tell you to put on the ting, bro.
No, it's true.
You have to take that responsibility like 9 times out of 10.
Yes, you have to make the initiative to put on the ting. Or if you don't, you could just slide it right in, bro. No, raw dog it. Like, and it's not gonna be like, what are you doing? You're going in raw. It's just gonna be like, this is just a normal day. It's just Tuesday.
Yeah.
And you don't know what she might have, bro.
Yeah, and who else she just letting go up in her raw. But like, and the thing is, this is me when I was still outside. I'm a man who's in his 50s. I heard that in these younger people in y'all generations, that's just the norm. It just started becoming a thing, bro. And I was smashing like 30-something-year-olds back in the days. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's crazy out here. And the amount of things that are spreading in Toronto, like when I do with shotties, I make sure I wrap it still.
Yeah.
Even if you get dome from a shotty, you could be catching things from that, bro. So.
Yeah, and a lot of these girls, they don't give a shit. And then they're just like, whatever, I got the pin thing or whatever, the needle thing. That they get the birth control that they just get they get a needle put in their arm or something.
Oh, the IUD?
IUD.
Wait, isn't that inside?
Is it inside their pumps?
The IUD is like, yeah, it's like a goalie.
I don't know. I'm a nigga, bro. I'm a guy, bro. I got a dick, bro. I don't know what they be doing, but they do stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that they don't have to get pregnant besides just the regular birth control pills and shit. You know what I'm
this
saying?
is kind of related, but with the rise of AI and stuff, I was watching Joe Rogan, and then they started talking about UBI, Universal Basic Income. I feel like if that was implemented, that might help make more families and stuff, because like if there's a little more like financial, I don't want to say financial incentive to have kids, but like if it wasn't so much of a burden financially to have a youth, and like people were a little less stressed out, I think more people would be conceiving, more people would be linking up, having sex. Man would have more confidence to talk to girl. Because like, if man have bread, you could take the shotty on a date, you know what I mean? Like, but when you're broke, well, let me speak for myself. When I was broke, I'm not chatting to no girl, bro.
Yeah, that universal basic income. Oh, that sounds like some commie talk to me.
Goddamn commie over here.
You don't think we'll get there? Like, look at how many jobs are being taken over by AI.
No, it's coming.
We are getting there.
Yeah.
And this is what I'll say. Like, if you're a rich dude, let's say you can afford to have a kid, but now there's almost like an added cost of like, if I breed this girl, she can come for half of my ish. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like if we all get to the level of UBI where all of us are like lower class, we might want to have more kids. But I think if they lower the cost of living in that sense, the government will have more control over your children. I think that's like the trade-off.
More than just your children, everything.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? They're controlling the amount of money you might make, how much you eat, how much you live,
your internet usage, like your political thoughts,
your travel.
I think the way it could work is like everybody has a baseline or whatever, like based on whatever.
What are you calling? What are you talking about? 15-minute cities?
No, I'm talking about like a universal basic income.
like survival fund type, like
everyone gets like a 2 bands. Let's say if you're elderly, maybe you get like a 3 bands. If you're younger, you get a 1,500. Everyone gets like a baseline, and then if you choose to work or if you choose to make extra, you can make extra. But if you want to just go on easy with your little 3 bands per month, you could do that too.
But I would say that like, because we saw this during the pandemic, like a vast majority of people will go on easy with that 2 bands. It's enough for them to get their alcohol fix or their weed fix.
Yeah.
They can just be entertained. Like they can numb themselves and like they have enough money to like eat and see you the next day. And I think that's literally like what happened in 1984, like that book or like either that or Brave New World, where it's like, bro, you go home, you drink to like forget or whatever. And then you go back to this like whatever bullshit admin job that they give you.
Those are the NPCs. And I feel like those people will do that regardless. But for me, during the pandemic times, when I had bread coming in and I didn't have to work, that gave me the time to actually focus on content and build up a brand and do my passion rather than trading time at a job that I don't really like.
Yes, but you have a passion. There's a lot of people who have no passion, no ambition. So if you just give them that money a month, they're just going to sit there and then we're just going to have a percentage of our society that are just a bunch of like professional bums. Bro.
They're just going to be linemen all day.
Yeah.
But you don't think that like if someone had the time, they could even like discover things that they didn't even know they were passionate about?
Possibly.
I think it gives them like a safety net where it's like, I don't have to worry about survival. So like, what do I actually like doing?
Imagine if you could just wake up in the morning and be like, what do I actually want to do today? You know?
Yeah. But then there's a lot of bum ass people. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We're creative, so like that's how we think.
Yeah,
that's
like
fair.
I feel like we're kind of we're not looking outside of just like some of the regular people in life that like.
Because some people will think, oh, I want to like hurt somebody today now that I have the free time to do it. You know, I'm gonna take my money and I'm gonna go like peeping on girl or something like. You know, so
I'm bored. Like, I don't know how to be bored because I always want to do something. You know, I want to create something. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not podding or coming up with topics, I'm working on a documentary. I have a creative thing in my brain. But if you're just like one of those people who are like, you just watch TV when nothing's going on, and now just somebody gave you 2 racks a month to just sit and watch TV, bro, you're gonna get bored, bro. And then you might do something fucked up, bro.
I feel like there has to be like a task or something that people have to do on the daily. Like if they choose not to do something else,
then
like, oh, to add to the grid, you have to take like maybe 10,000 steps on your speedometer.
Like give them some kind of responsibility. Because if it's up to them to give themselves a responsibility and you're not a creative, you're probably not going to do it.
And that's why in these like stories, like they give them these like government admin jobs that are like kind of meaningless, but they take up your time.
Give you a purpose.
Yeah, give you a purpose.
Yeah, it's like, okay, monitor the AI to make sure the AI is doing this. Every now and then we'll ask you to write us an email.
Yeah.
And a lot of jobs are like that even now, you know?
I just feel like it's a slippery slope, and we'll end this here, but like it's a slippery slope when you start introducing that universal basic income, because like I feel like you're gonna produce more lazy people. The first wave of people are gonna be like, cool, that was all right, or I'm still kind of ambitious. But what about the next generation that just grew up on universal basic income? You might get a bunch of lazy people going forward in the future, bro.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
At least we came from like having a work ethic. What if you don't have to have one, bro?
No, exactly. And that's your whole existence. No, I see what you mean.
It's like, what do you mean find a job? Like, I don't need a job.
Like, why? Like, come on, man. Like, it's almost the end of the month. My 2000's coming in. I actually got bumped up to 2,500.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? Master gave me more. Let's wrap it up, man.
We love hip hop.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.